to the High Charisma and Low Intelligence podcast. This is a show brought to you in association with the Dungeon for All Discord server slash TikTok. We are your hosts for this evening and for every other episode. My name is Daniel. This is kind of my project and something that I brought to Luca. And yeah, I'm Daniel.
My name's Lewis, or as most people will say that know me, I'm Grunkle. Glad to be included in this journey. I think we're going to have a lot of laughs. Can't wait to see how far we take this.
And I'm Josh. Most people refer to me as the cleric of everything in the server. I obviously, when Dan approached and said in passing, "Oh yeah, we should do a podcast," me and Grunkle immediately jumped on that, and this is where it's gone to our first live debut on Twitch. And honestly,
Yeah.
it's going to be brilliant, and I'm glad to have people here along to watch.
So yeah, you were talking about how I approached you. So let's just talk about how this actually came about, how we all met each other, and how kind of the whole journey we've taken through this Discord. I think that would be something cool to talk about. If anybody wants to go first.
I think primarily we'll have to thank Luca for that.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, Luca.
None of this would have happened if he hadn't started making those TikToks and made that server to begin with. He's
Yeah.
the reason we're here.
Yeah.
Yeah, all from one TikTok, and it's crazy how if that hadn't happened, we never would have met each other.
I mean,
like
specifically in the lives, if me and you hadn't interacted in the chat there, I don't think this would have happened either, because
yes.
if I hadn't talked to you there, I wouldn't have had that initial contact with you, and then we would have got talking, and then all of this wouldn't have happened.
Because Luca was doing the first rounds of qualifications, and basically we had me and him were just both watching it, and we kind of interacted during that stream, and then the very first day when we all kind of got into the Discord, was it you messaged me or did I message you?
I messaged you about it, because I was like, hey, yeah, you're that guy from...
You're the Irish guy.
Yeah.
I just jumped into the first call I could when it first became available.
Yeah, but yeah, and then literally, then he posted the thing of form your parties, and then Josh, he messaged me being let's be in a party together, and so then that's how I became we actually started talking, and
Yeah.
then basically then just through obviously. Josh has his paladins, myself and Grunkle are both paladins of Josh in the server, and then that's how I met Grunkle. And then
Of course.
yeah.
'Cause, I had met Grunkle because when the server first started, everyone basically hopped into a chat with each other and started talking about their character ideas and everything, and then everyone was so respectful there too. If someone was speaking, no one would talk over them. And then from there, I just sort of hopped into voice calls every now and then with Paddy, who's one of the other clerics in the server, and that's how I kind of met everyone.
And then we were having a meeting on how to best promote the server, and then I kind of was just hey, we should do a podcast, and the two of these were let's do it, let the three of us, let's just go and do this. And then we had a few meetings with by ourselves, and we did a lot of testing to see if we can do it, and then we brought it to Luca, and Luca was just yeah, go for it. And we were it went a lot better than we thought. This is we weren't expecting it to just immediately get picked up and to go,
Yeah, I definitely wasn't expecting it to go as far as it's gone. Both this podcast and just the project in general.
Yeah, I mean, I was shocked again to have been asked to be part of that first DM qualification stream and to play alongside with Luca and Sugawara Enji, and then the DM Eggy, who was just amazing, and then Tilly, who his character just blew me away. It was brilliant.
Actually, what was it what was that game like? Because I only caught bits of it because I was doing other stuff. But what was it like just to kind of be in that first game and experience Eggy DMing? What was that like?
Grunkle?
Yeah, my thing just lagged out for a
Oh.
second. But no, yeah, no, it was good. Like, it was a bit slow starting for me, trying to get my character to work in there. But once we got a little further in, he started connecting with some of the characters in different ways, and then at the end, the tragic thing that character is probably scarred for life now, thanks to that hook-handed man.
Oh,
That's something we don't talk about.
you never look at Goliaths the same way, huh?
Nope,
being in the
never
same
again.
being in the same party as a sentient onion.
Yeah, that was brilliant. Neon was amazing.
I love that character so
It
much.
was
Like from the bits that I saw, it was
beautiful.
just so funny.
Yeah, because I got to sit on the sidelines for most of that stream and then pop in for both the intermissions and my little outfits. But obviously having to watch the whole stream and being there the whole time, I was really invested in your character, Tilly's character, Lauren's character, and I didn't really listen to much of the NPCs, but obviously all the characters that were being played by people, I was
Oh,
invested in them all. The NPCs,
the
from what I did
NPCs
here,
amazing.
were brilliant because I even mentioned then, I'll mention it again. The voices he does, that man is brilliant
Eggie's
at voice
incredible.
acting.
Absolutely beautiful. He's. I hope he goes far with his voice acting career.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, like I don't know, he just like he was the perfect example for the first qualified DM in my opinion. Like I
Yeah,
think he was just like
definitely.
Other than
set the bar super high.
the time, that was perfect.
Yeah.
That's six. Well, even longer than 6.5 hours of my
Mm.
life. Because
Oh,
we had
I
the pre-stream as well.
And a little
So
after stream discussion as well.
yeah, staring at a white screen for so long, my brain was fried. Absolutely fried. It took me
yeah,
so
because you,
long
you
to
were
go to sleep that
saying,
night.
yeah, your sleep schedule was just put into a whole other roller coaster.
It's never going to be the same again.
um, someone in the chat saying that Lewis is a bit soft. Do you have him turned up?
I can turn him up
How about now?
if I
I
need
just
to.
put my mic right in front of me.
That better,
Just
Vlad?
How about
um,
now?
but yeah.
Falling
Actually, here's a
static.
question. How did you guys
There
actually
we go.
get into D&D? Like how like I think for everybody it's a bit different, but like for you guys, how did you get into Dungeons and Dragons?
Um, for me, it was my older brother and his friends that were playing it, and I was like, "That looks awesome. I want to join."
When I was just a wee lad, like I was about 8 at the time, and I had started watching small British YouTubers called the Yogscast. Oh, small at the time. And I've grown up watching them for the past 10 years now, and obviously not too recently, but like a while ago, Mark Hulmes and a few members of the Yogscast started High Rollers, and that was my first real experience and taste of D&D. And then it's like I've wanted to get into like playing for a long while, but then it was just like I didn't have any friends to play with. And
Mm.
then I started about a year ago now, and then this is just where it's got me.
For me, I've been playing for like a long time. I think I started like 4 years ago. And I it started by from watching Critical Role and um kind of just being a nerd all my life. I've just been a big nerd pretty much my entire life. My dad's a huge nerd, so he really brought me up on all that kind of stuff. Um, and so I started my first campaign pretty much as quickly as I could after watching Critical Role. DM for a group of my friends. Didn't really know what I was doing. Just kind of improvised my way through, because obviously no one where I lived was into Dungeons and Dragons, so like there was no one I could go to find a DM. I had to be him. I had to be the DM.
Yeah.
And then I fell into the forever DM role where like if anybody wanted to play
Forever
Dungeons and
DM.
Dragons, yeah, they would just come to me and I would DM. And I'm currently running a campaign with like a few of my friends that I live with. Not that I live with. I don't live. I live with my pet, but I live in the same town as me. um, it was yeah, they live in the same town. They're so fun. Some of the stuff they gotten up to is kind of funny. I have a lot of stories about that group. If we end up getting into a few stories about our own campaigns and stuff like that, I have so many. The stuff that they get up to.
So I did ask you guys this before we started, but I'll ask now, and actually you can reveal what topics you've brought to us. What topics did you think about bringing up today for our first stream?
Do you want to go first, Lewis, or do you want me to go first?
You could go. Gives me time to
Think of one.
pretend I'm not completely unprepared.
No, I just have like a few like just general like basic questions, just so people can get to know us a bit more. If people don't know who we are, so I think like a thing is like, what is one thing that like not many people know about you? Like, what's like a little known fact about you that nobody really knows?
Oh God, I'm gonna have to think about that.
Yeah, that is actually well, I'd say everyone who knows me here is pretty much will know that you can read me like a book. Everything, if you ask me a question, I will answer. So if you wanted to know something, you probably do. But I don't mention it too often, but I am a massive book nerd, as you can tell from these books. For the audio listeners, I have just grabbed the entire Song of Ice and Fire collection.
Oh, nice.
I mean, I could say it was a little known fact, but I think it's pretty clear, judging by all the things that are around me. I'm a massive Batman fan. I'm absolutely nuts about it. I've got a massive collection. I've got a whole display cabinet in front of me that's just full of Batman stuff, memorabilia, all sorts. I remember counting from my bed a few weeks ago how many Batman symbols I could see, and it's like 50 nearly just from sitting in one spot.
um I think for me is that like just my taste of music, like from what people might guess, they might think, oh, he's into pop, or like he's into like just kind of like just a generic top 40s, but like literally my Spotify, when I tell you, it ranges from classical to heavy metal to K-pop to movie soundtracks. Man, I love K-pop so much. Like that's like it was my guilty pleasure, but now I'm not even guilty about it. Like I legit love K-pop so much.
A
I'm
lot
gonna
of
get one better. Listen to Baby Metal, because you get the J-pop with metal, and it's just
Oh,
it's good. I actually
Oh.
saw him live at Download.
really?
Totally worth it. It was.
I have. So I see Emily's in the chat, and I just want to show something real quick. Hold on.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, he's been waiting.
He
Just
has been
wait.
waiting. He's been
Who's
waiting
your
for you so
favorite
he can
K-pop
start
band,
stripping
Dan?
down. I think this is BTS, if I'm not mistaken.
So this is this is a T-shirt that Emily got me that says Fang X Alora, which is the characters that we're playing in a campaign run by one of the other clerics in the Discord. And I got it today, and I thought I'd wear it on the stream.
That's
My
brilliant.
character's
That
Fang
is
Maldoran,
amazing.
and her character's Alora. And basically, because we were so basically Cyrus, who's one of our roleplay cleric, who you probably might have seen on the other streams, was talking about doing a campaign, and myself and Emily decided to join. And I was like, oh man, I'm gonna do like a barbarian. She says, I'm so happy.
Barbarian.
Yes. And I a barbarian, and
Yeah.
I sent her a picture of what Fang looks like, and she was like, she started simping over Fang because like my character is like super good looking, like the best looking half orc you've ever seen in your life.
Hey, you
And yeah,
haven't met Grass Glen.
oh, Fang and Grass could probably get along great, honestly, genuinely. But yeah,
There it is. Sorry, continue.
I know because
Grask.
she said she wanted to buy me something off my wish list, but a T-shirt that I had on there wasn't available. It's like, oh, just get me like a T-shirt that like any T-shirt, like I love T-shirts, and I was like, get me one that's customized. And I was like, cool. She didn't tell me what was on it because we kind of just went past it, and I got I got home and mom was like, "There's a package there for you," and I saw it said T-shirt personalized, and I was like, "Oh, I get to find out what this says now. Like, what does it say?" And I opened it, it said Feng X Delora, and I literally, I was crying with tears how like much I was laughing. It was just like that's such a good idea. So Emily, thank you for the T-shirt. It's awesome. I love it.
I think it's awesome. I love it. It's great.
It is beautiful.
Yeah. So if ever the third campaign gets streamed, you'll get to see maybe Feng and Alora's relationship
That's-
blossom if that happens.
If it's
Sounds
not streamed
interesting
on,
clothing.
if it's not streamed
I
on
went for
Dungeon Forum,
pineapples.
I just went. I just went everyday outing. But if it's not streamed on Dungeon Through, it's probably going to be streamed on my channel at the very least.
Yeah, because you're in the campaign. Yeah.
Yeah, I am playing, to no surprise, another ranger.
A ranger. Oh, Josh,
Whoa.
can we talk about your ranger obsession? Do you want to talk about that? You can go on a little ranger tangent if you really want to.
Okay, so a lot of
Ranger
people
rant.
in the ranger run. That is pretty good. I'm stealing that one. A lot of people in the D&D community really don't like rangers because of the way they've been treated in terms of abilities. But me, I couldn't care less how bad the abilities are compared to other classes. Rangers are still going to be my favorite class. Mostly just for the fact of, yes, I know other classes offer this, but the Beast Companion, when I'm going Beastmaster, mixed with the mixed with just the ability to be ranged, and primarily ranged at least, is my favorite thing. As well as it's not just rangers I'm addicted to, but dark elves as well.
Oh,
Literally, his campaign for Dungeon for All is a dark elf ranger.
Yes, that
Brilliant.
is
Like,
my character there. And then
Grunkle, what's your favorite class? Like, what's a class that you just are obsessed with, if you have any, or like, what's a class that you
And I
haven't
always-
played yet that you want to play?
I always love playing as a rogue just because I like sneaking around and stealing things from people.
a rogue is a good
Nice.
class.
But I do like I quite often flick between two races though. I quite often flick between like tieflings and
2 seconds. Emily,
Dragonborns.
I will take you up on
half-orcs
that one.
occasionally I'll throw into the mix, but I don't really stray to any other races very often. I really want to play a tabaxi.
Oh
I
yeah,
really want to play
I
a
have to.
tabaxi.
All the like the line folk and like the bear folk are all like races that I love to play, but I just haven't looked into them as much.
Yeah.
Vlad said, "How about we start a poll to see if we can make Josh go at anything but ranger and no cheating with arcane archer."
I mean, like, and Emily said she would give me a fiver to play something other than a ranger. I'll take you up on that. I'll send you my PayPal or my card detail. Well, not all my card details, but the stuff you need to send money to my card.
Just take a picture of both sides of your card for me, Josh. Ping me a DM.
Yeah. I mean,
What's your home address, by the way?
In terms of classes,
Mother's maiden name?
I've played a sorcerer. I'm currently playing a monk in this. I'm playing a barbarian, and then I'm playing another barbarian in Mark's campaign, that Grunkle's a part of.
Yes.
Do you want to talk a bit about that campaign or the person who's running it?
Don't do that. I'll get beat up.
Alright.
I know. But yeah, no. I think one class that has intrigued me a lot is artificer. I think they have a lot of capabilities. But also
Stop
I think a
calling
class.
people out that. And oh, I'm gonna say hello to my younger brother who just joined the chat.
Ah.
Yeah,
Hello.
what's going on? But what was I gonna say? Yeah, I'd love to play like a wizard, just because their spell list just goes on for miles. I think it would
That's
just
the
be super
exact
interesting.
reason I hate wizards is because
I
their spell
love
list goes on
wizards.
for miles.
Like the more spells I can have, the better. Like I love having spells because I just even for just like the role play aspect, like playing somebody who can cast spells is just so cool. But yeah, I'm currently mostly playing pure melees. I'm playing a monk and two different kinds of barbarians. Although a bard, I like playing a bard because I'm very much a bard. If anybody knows me, they would say a
You've got
bard is probably
music in
the
your soul.
yes. It's a part of me. I think a bard is probably the best suited for me, just straight flat out.
For the four things I've done recently and what are getting into recently, I've just realized my classes for them: ranger, 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 rogue.
There's no obsession there. I don't see any patterns. Not a single one.
Uh,
I think on my D&D Beyond at the moment, I've got 2 rogues, a ranger, a cleric. I think that's it. I think no, I swear I've got 5th slot. What did I put in there? Can't remember.
The 5 slots you have in D&D Beyond.
This is why I use Aurora Character Builder. Again, not
Me
sponsored,
into that.
I
but
did download that actually.
because you don't have to pay for
But,
any content. All you have to do is download the extra content. The
Well,
only
I opened it
downside
and my
is there's
brain just did shut down.
there is no Tashes at the moment, but I think they're working on getting Tashes on.
Do you want to know how addicted I am to D&D Beyond? So you know we only can if you have one account you have 5 characters you can make. I've
It's
signed up
6
for
slots,
D&D
isn't it?
Beyond. Yeah, no, yeah, it is 6 slots, but you can have 6 slots. I have signed up to D&D Beyond with 5 different emails. I literally create emails to use to sign up to D&D Beyond so I can have
God.
characters. But now that Josh has given me Aurora Character Builder, I don't have to worry about that anymore.
The only downside is you don't get
do it on my
Tashes at the
laptop.
moment.
Oh well, I'd say that's coming soon though.
Yeah, they're
Like-
definitely because it's all sourced by the people that use it. Someone's going to eventually make it for us to use.
Yeah. But like, what can you tell us about the character you're playing for this campaign? Like, because I know I've talked about like my monk, but like, and you've mentioned Grask. So do you want to talk about Grask?
Grask.
So Grask is the cleric. he's a noble. Well, he's the eldest son to a nobleman of his village that he no longer resides in. I've been talking about switching up what I initially thought for his multiclass. I've been running some different ideas recently, but he's just because he was a nobleman, he lived a very sheltered life. Like he didn't leave his village very often. So when he's now left and is like out, not on the run necessarily, but he's trying to avoid his the clergyman of his village. He's not too wise of the ways of the world. So it's going to be interesting to see how he interacts with people, especially when it comes to money, because like things were just given to him when he was in his village. So it could make the RP rather interesting.
Yeah.
He's writing a biography about his time in the new world that he's exploring. So he'll have a book that he can sell eventually.
I mean, a book written by somebody who doesn't really know a lot is going to be an interesting book.
I mean,
Be
you're
an
in
interesting introspective.
you're in the party with a couple of the people that like books and libraries and stuff because you're in the party with Cyrus and
Yeah, I got Cyrus in my
yeah.
party.
And in mine and Dan's party, we have Paddy, who also wants to do the library thing.
It's definitely going to be interesting. We've got some really cool
Yeah.
teams, and the
Like,
dynamics
a lot of
between
people
them are
want to
really
do books.
good.
So, do you want to
Yeah,
talk about
especially
what
like
your
if
party
you know
wants
if
to
we end
do?
up making all the way.
Because obviously, me and Dan's
Ooh.
party have the
We-
same end goal, but like each party, they've got their own
Yeah.
end goal set up.
Mm.
So, do you know what your party's end goal is?
We're the Seekers. We've just got adventure in our hearts.
That's it. That's it. Adventure in your hearts and a passion for adventuring.
Whereas, my character's end goal
But
that I had.
we have got
Sorry.
Bloody and Chirp Vlad as well. So
Yeah, you
this
have
is gonna
you've
be a
got a
very
good
interesting
group for
party.
this. My character.
Yeah, that's a very interesting party.
My character specifically had the end goal of wanting to build a town. Before we had the parties, it was just my initial character pitch because we all had to do one to our Lord and Savior Luca. We are not a cult.
We are not a cult.
Totally not.
And
Definitely.
it was like, oh yeah, he wants to build a town to save the people. And then when we was making our parties, I'd sort of reached out to Dan and Paddy and was like, hey, yeah, like we have kind of similar goals because I'll let Dan explain his, but Paddy wanted to build the library, which could be in the town. And then it's like, we all just started forming together. So we have the whole end game of like getting the town running and being a really good place for people to go to.
Yeah, and I think like the whole like New Haven, like that's the name of the town that we want to basically make. But like for Max, he's a simple dude. Like Max is like he's just vibing. He he's so pure hearted. Like he literally has a heart of gold, and he just wants to help people. So I think like literally you pair him up with anybody, and he's just like, yeah, dude, I'll help you. Like I'll help you. Whatever you need, just let me know, and I'll help you.
See, I think if Grask's book sells well, maybe he wants to make an investment and open a tavern.
Ooh, I mean,
Ooh.
we have to
Maybe
fully
maybe you can
decide.
have Grunkle Brew there.
Yeah.
That's where Grask sells Grunkle Brew.
Yeah, why not? Best-selling drink. Why not?
That'd be great.
See, this is how you get your
And then I
ideas.
could make other drinks from other character names.
Yeah, that would be just like a cool like world building thing.
Mm,
Yeah,
Max's
Munkle
mixture.
Mead.
All that, yeah.
Uncle Mead.
Oh.
That's so cool.
Well, I do know a couple of guys who do make mead in real life, so we could actually get that one done.
I could make some.
Grunkle could as well,
Yeah,
yeah.
Grunkle's a barman. Grunkle knows what he's doing.
I've got a little know-how.
Oh, just a little bit. No, I just saw a few people in the chat. My other friends Josh and Anta, who are part of the campaign that I'm in, and Josh like he has actually started making homemade axes. Like this is
Ooh.
a hobby he took up. Yeah, he sent me one the other day, and it was like, oh, it was so well crafted, and like he's selling them.
I want.
I'll put you in. I'll put you in contact with him. I'll put you in contact with him.
I also want one.
Oh yeah, I'll put you both in contact with my friend Josh. Yeah, they're part of the other podcast that I do called the A-Man podcast, which is currently on hiatus due to scheduling issues. But yeah, so just wanted to give them a quick hello because I just saw him in the chat and I just thought I'd say hi.
I thought that was I thought that was the the reason I saw the yeah
Yeah.
man's in chat.
Yeah, you saw Evil Munchkin and Nelsino. Those are my two friends.
Yeah.
I
smell pennies.
I smell pennies, but they're part of my campaign. They play a dwarf cleric and a dragonborn paladin. Yeah, if I just say to them Hellfire Engine, they'll get triggered because they had a horrible time facing a Hellfire Engine
Waiting for it in the
recently.
chat now.
Oh, and my friend Kaelin's there as well. He plays a deep gnome blood hunter. But yeah, the Hellfire Engine was an interesting time for that party. I kind of just threw it on them.
Oh, that must have been terrifying for them.
Well, one of them, it was the first time any of them had hit 0 hit points, and it was the Dragonborn Paladin got run over twice. He wasn't happy. He wasn't happy at all. He wasn't happy.
In the
Yeah.
session that I'd done an hour before we all got together and started planning for this to happen, well, you know, we had it planned, but like started talking. I spent the majority of combat on that one grappled underneath a assassin bot, and it was not very fun.
Really?
Nope. Yeah, I failed a lot of my saves. I went from 80 HP down to 9 by the end of that combat sequence.
Oh, what level were you?
8.
Wow.
I was a level 8 rogue.
You were playing
no
for a
shock
while,
there.
as well, weren't you? How long did it actually go on for in the end?
I went for about 3-ish, 3 maybe 4 hours.
Okay.
Not bad.
Actually, what's the longest like session you've ever had?
You know, Grunk was answered
Like-
to that one.
Sore subject, Dan. Sore subject.
Sorry,
Too
sorry,
soon.
I didn't mean to bring it up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
My eyes
I
just
don't-
instantly start burning the moment you mention it.
I think the longest I've ever put a party through is maybe like 4.5, 5 hours, but that was for like a heavy episode. I call the sessions episodes, but it was for a very very intense episode. Took them a bit longer than I thought it would, but they got through it in the end.
I mean,
Well,
yeah.
my younger brother, after the stream, to me was like, "That's just like a normal session." I was like, "Yeah, maybe for you, but my eyes hurt."
Yeah, those sessions are for like in person. I had to look at a screen the whole time.
Oh. I don't think I've gone through. I think my sessions have been normal length, to be honest. 3 hours at the max. I've never really run over that
Oh,
much.
lucky.
But then again, I've only been playing for not too long, and I hadn't had many people to play with.
Emily just called you weak for only doing 3 hours.
Right now, you're in the UK as well. We all meet up. We do a session.
I mean, I'll
That'd be
I'll
cool.
swim over.
Dan just swims across.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knock at your door, I arrive, I'm soaking wet. I'm just like, I'm here.
Dan, I live completely on the opposite side of the country.
A day-long
Oh,
session.
wow.
Let's do it.
Wait, how far? Like, how long would it take for you to get to Josh?
3 hours for Grunkle to get to
I
me,
think
I think.
something like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then you got one of my
I mean,
friends
it'd
who
probably
I've
take me
known.
that long to swim. 3 hours just to swim on
One
a
of my
good
friends
day.
in chat who's doesn't know how to play at the moment but wants to learn would happily join in. And you got Emily who I think it takes 3 hours to go from where she is by train to me.
I mean, like, yeah, like we'll just all meet up. Just
Yeah.
we won't even like we want to arrive to Josh. Let's just find a mutual middle point and then just all meet there and just play
We
outside.
Well,
did,
I
we did
have
say
got
that
the middle point.
Northampton.
Yeah. It's the middle point
This-
between me, Chirp, Emily, and Grunkle.
And then I'm just a wild card. I'm just gonna arrive.
I'm just a
Yeah.
wild card.
Give me a day ahead. Give me a day in advance, and I'll be there. Like just give me 24 hours prep time, and I'll be there.
I mean,
But,
it would be fun.
Yeah, I like, yeah, because yeah, me, the three of us, Emily and Chirp, the British, and then one Irish.
1.5
Depending on when we do it,
Irish.
there could be an American with us as well.
Yeah.
There
More
could
than
be.
one.
Yeah, depending.
Actually, wait, no, they would slap me or try to stab me if I say they're American because they're technically a British person as well.
Technically.
Brilliant. Technically.
Meet up on the
Oh,
Isle of Man.
Someone said, "I'll buy a plane ticket," and then we
Yeah,
said a
that's
big meetup.
Kriv. Kriv, no, I know how much you make a year. Do not buy a plane ticket.
How do you know how much the man makes a year?
I
How
was
much
doing
do
his
you know, Josh?
finances. I was doing his finances so he could get the
Go do
Minecraft
his
server
finances.
to see about the Minecraft. So it's like it costs this much per quarter, and I'm like, right, how much are you making per month? He's like, about this. I'm like, okay, da 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 da. And I'm like, you have this much
Times
disposable
12.
income. Well, no, because I had to take off his bills, income tax, and everything, and then it was what he's left over with.
You're the man for the numbers. That's why we're called high charisma, low intelligence. Josh is the intelligence.
And those two are the charisma.
Yeah.
those two.
I got something. I don't know what it is, but I got something.
I
Yes.
have an IQ. Don't know how many. I know I have at least one.
So if anyone needs an accountant, just hit me
I
up.
thought B&Q was shut.
Yeah, I go Wix instead.
I don't get that humor
Oh,
because
dear.
I'm in a different country.
Yeah, none of the American people will understand this. This is just for the British guys.
Would it be the same as like H&M? Like they're just clothing brands?
No.
DIY stores.
Okay. Oh, okay. Now I
Yeah.
understand. We have our own ones.
Yeah.
I understand now.
I understand now.
I am in the loop.
Yeah, how do
Yeah,
people's
Josh
taxes?
is an accountant now, just doing everybody's taxes.
Let me
You
crunch
pay
the
me, I'll
numbers.
do them.
with the little visor and then like the little money counting machines, the little green visor and the tiny glasses.
Hang on. Let me just grab a quick prop to use instead of that. I need to find it first. There it is. Just have the
Oh wait,
fucking green visor. Is just like, ow, it hurts to put on like that. Just like that. Just calculator in hands.
what do you wear? What is that? Is that a headband?
It's the headband that came with the maid outfit.
Oh, okay.
But then I got the cat ears that someone else graciously bought for me.
You have all of your stuff
Very
has
kind of them.
arrived. Yes.
Yes,
very kind.
all of it has, and I am currently trying to prevent people from buying more.
Well, then just stop giving people access to your wish list.
I
There's
did
a
that when I was
solution.
I just
drunk.
updated
Well, not
mine.
last night, but the other
I've
night.
just updated mine. If anybody wants to get stuff on my one.
Oh right, yes. So for my friend Zara in chat, I have a maid outfit now with cat ears.
One's on the way for me. So at one point, you will see me in one soon.
I know you wouldn't have expected
Um,
that from me from back in, secondary, but still.
You just blew this person's mind. They're in all caps. They're blown away.
Oh yeah.
They are just
Also, Emily, I have noticed
You
that.
have a maid outfit? Cat
a
ears?
cat ears.
Yeah.
Josh, did you look at your PayPal?
Yes, I have. I have noticed there is £5 currently available in my PayPal account.
Josh,
He's
you
now
have
got to
to
play something
play
that isn't a ranger.
for
Alright.
you're gonna be part of Rin stream. You can't be a rogue for that. There we go.
A rogue or ranger.
ranger.
Alright. Looks
Hey,
like I'm
can
going
I- how about-
fighter.
I was gonna say, can I give you your class?
Actually, you know what? You do you do what you did for when I was doing the one for our one shot we was gonna do when you made me a necromancer
Oh.
wizard. The roll.
Oh, we'll randomize it. Okay.
Yeah.
What is it? Level 1 though? Because I think
I don't know. You'll have to get Rin to respond in chat.
okay. Oh wait, hold on. Did Emily give me permission? As a person who paid Dan, you can choose the class. I think he's just gonna roll for
Alright.
now.
We're level 3. Oh, we have lost.
Oh,
Oh,
the cameras
was
are
weird.
messed up.
Yeah.
What's going on?
We can see like half, 2/3, no, 3/4 of Dan.
You
That's
you can see my
interesting.
left shoulder and my face. What's happening?
Hang on, we're just gonna quickly slap. Oh wait, that doesn't even work properly. We're gonna have to slap it.
Oh,
like
it's
that.
just me. It's just me.
I was hoping
Just
it'd be the full of Dan's camera, but it didn't work like that.
For our audio listeners, all the cameras have just decided that they're going to jump around on our stream.
Because
and,
Grunkles
Josh
is
is the
turned
only
off.
one that's now in
Oh no,
place.
Grunkles isn't what. There we go. Now it's showing me Grunkles.
Yeah,
Oh, there we go. Yay,
I was
we're
going to
back.
say it's loaded on my phone.
It had
but-
loaded on me. There we go. Cameras are back to
Yeah,
normal.
we're good. Okay, let's Grunkle, you entertain them, or you two entertain while I get this list ready for Josh to roll.
Okay,
Oh,
well, my
okay.
internet just did a big oof, so I'll try not to let it do that again.
That's how I restarted mine just before we started. So if it
Mine
were
should be
gonna do it-
fine. I just need to. I might just shut the stream, and then I won't be able to see people's comments, but
Yeah, it's fine. Me
that
and
might
Dan
mean my
have
internet
that.
will work a bit better.
Me and Dan have it open so you can still respond. Also, I haven't mentioned, but we also have a fourth person here. For those in the stream, we have a bot recording our audio called Wizards of the Wild, or Wizzo the Wizard for short.
Yes,
Wizzo.
Wizzo.
So glad that you can make it for the podcast, Wizzo. Big fan.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
to?
Cricket noises.
What's going on, Wizzo? What's going on? I'm Wizzo. What dice are you gonna roll? Are we gonna just roll like a D10 and I'll just pick 10 different classes?
Yeah,
Oh.
roll a d10. Where's my dice bag? There it is.
I'm just doing the last couple of them.
My dice
Alright.
are all the way over there.
I only have one
I
set
have
of
one
dice.
set of these. The rest of them are in my friend's house because I just leave all my stuff there when we're playing. So yeah, I have like a whole entire tray of dice. Has like 16
Don't
different
be mistaken.
compartments.
Just because I'm a Jedi doesn't mean I have the Force. Apparently.
Oh no, you know I believed in you. You know, you made it very convincing.
I was really trying. I was really
You're doing
trying.
great, sweetie. You're doing great.
There we go. Alright. I've got the number I rolled.
Oh god. Doing that and then boom, we'll go. All right, what number did you get?
I rolled a 1.
You're gonna be playing a monk.
A monk.
Aha!
Oh. I can
What
make
the
my
hell?
character
What
a
did you
JoJo
do?
character.
I missed that. It actually, for me, it genuinely looked like you just force pulled that. I missed that completely.
Yeah, you genuinely did.
I missed that.
I'm dying.
If someone could clip that from the
missed
stream
that.
so they can show us,
Please somebody clip that. That was brilliant. I just want to thank my younger brother for taking it upon himself for seeing that in the stream, crept into my room, grabbed my dice, and threw them to me.
fair play.
Your brother drew them to you.
Oh my god, I'm dying.
Oh, that is very well done.
He's also who gave me these dice. So
What kind of
that's
dice are
very
they?
cute.
Since I've got my only set.
they
here.
are my purple and blue. I don't know if the camera will pick them up very well for the stream, but yeah, the purple and blue with gold numbering.
The ones
look
I
great.
have
Little
are.
black pouch with a gold dragon's face on it.
Ooh, that is a lovely pouch, actually. My ones are a black and red elven rune set. That a member of the community, Bloody specifically, graciously bought me,
Tried to drop
sponsored
it in the
for
bag.
me.
Oh no.
That one.
Did you roll a nat one?
We don't talk about that.
You rolled a
Did you
nat
actually roll
one.
a nat one?
Yes.
While we're on the
Jesus.
topic of dice,
Right,
does
so
someone
this
want
is
to
my official
mention?
resignation.
All right, thanks, Grunkle, for being on the show.
It was
a
lovely.
pleasure to
We're
have
gonna
you.
have to find a replacement now. Fuck's sake.
Yeah, we're currently looking for a replacement for
You
Lewis.
can never replace Uncle.
No, we can't.
Nah,
It would
he's
just be somebody, just
irreplaceable.
a placeholder, until you eventually come back from your embarrassment leave. You get
So
off.
Oh dear God. What
while
are the
we're on the
chances?
topic of dice, this is gonna be a bit of a more mature topic, but Grunkle, do you wanna mention the thing we invented on New Year's Eve involving dice and drinks?
Oh, my what was the roll for? It was a Constitution check, wasn't it?
Yeah, I
Yes.
think
can't remember.
so.
Yeah, it was a con check. So basically, I got everybody on New Year's Eve to grab a D20 and to play a game against me where we would both roll the D20 at the same time. And basically, if I outrolled them, they had to drink. If they outrolled me, I had to drink. But I gave them the choice of what drink I would drink. So I had beer, Jägermeister, and I had some energy drinks. So I could do a straight shot of Jaeger or Jaeger bombs or drink beer. And it was always switching between shots and Jaeger bombs. And oh my God,
You just got
that was a night.
slaughtered.
That was a very
Slaughtered.
fun night.
Absolutely slaughtered.
Absolutely flutered.
And for those of us that had carbonated that drinks, maybe rest in peace.
Dropped it and rolled a 19. Woo.
I rolled when we were doing like, roll into the new year, and I rolled a nat 20. So like this year's just been great for me.
I think I rolled a 19 the night before, and then on the morning I rolled another 19.
I rolled a 20 and then like a 16. So like, it's gonna be a good year, I think.
I rolled a
Hopefully.
13. I was okay with a 13 considering it's a lucky number.
Yeah, maybe like it's a 13, but like it doubles because it's your lucky number. Maybe, maybe that's how the rules apply. We don't know. It's homebrew. Stay hydrated.
Yes.
Remember to drink water, kids.
You
He
should
said while
definitely.
sipping his beer.
Yeah. As Ren has said in the chat, cider was not the play there. He had cider on
No,
hand.
no. I also had
Cider
cider
is
on
always
hand.
good.
It was an interesting night full of lot of noise, a lot of people talking at the same time.
Yeah, I like it how earlier Josh was saying that people were very respectful and didn't talk over each other in the chats when we first started out, and now it's all just devolved into chaos, and it's just
Oh,
everybody
yeah.
for themselves.
Utter
Everybody for
chaos.
themselves. Everybody drinks whatever. It's pretty
Yeah,
fun though.
like honestly, including you guys, some of the people that I've met on this server have just been some of the nicest people I've ever met, and you know, like because like
Aw,
in
thank
like
you.
you're welcome. But like apart from like the guys I play with in my campaign, there's a lot of other people that I know who play Dungeons and Dragons. So like when I saw that there was like a whole community, I was like, oh, I'm gonna be super involved and I'm really gonna get into it. And like
Jump in with 2 feet.
all my
Yeah.
feet, all the feet that I
You
own.
have more than 2
What?
feet.
Yeah, dude.
Were you born at
I got them on
Chernobyl?
Amazon. Yeah,
Were you born at Chernobyl?
yeah. I have actually 6 feet.
Or as I like to pronounce it, Chernobyl.
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 Drinking water. You can't say anything about drinking water. Yes, we can. But also, if you are drinking alcohol, please drink responsibly.
Yes. All in
Yeah,
decent
those words.
measured, all in responsible amounts. That's what
Yes,
we're
Responsible
doing.
always drink it
amounts.
measured. This is measured at 33 centiliters, so you can drink it.
You can.
Yes.
If there's no measurements, if there's no measurements on the can, don't drink it. Only if there's measurements on the can.
What about
can you
this? It
drink
doesn't have a measurement on it, but I know how much is in it.
It is a measurement. That is a
Yeah.
Technically,
measure.
that's a
Yeah, it is a
measure.
measurement. Fair
That is
point.
technically called a measure.
Yeah.
If that's
Technically.
the ones that you were saying that were 43, 44
But no,
mil, that
I
is
suppose I
technically a
was.
measure,
Yeah.
not a shot.
Mm.
Either way.
But like, yeah,
I'm just
not
gonna
like
toss
so
my
like some
cup
of
in
the
there.
videos we've had, some of the video chats we've had over the last couple of days, especially our little meetings. Like when we first
Mhm.
tested this whole like podcast thing out, we were just like that. We have that audio. Like that's like
We were
4
just talking
hours.
about some
of us.
BS.
Oh
We
yeah.
are complete and utter just nonsense because we were just testing it out. Like we were just like,
Yeah.
can we do this? And then it was like, oh, we can. And then we immediately brought it to Luke and we were like, we can do this. And he was like, you can go, my
You
children.
have my blessing.
Go and go
Be
and
free.
be
Spread your
going
gifts into the
podcast.
world.
Yeah, pretty much.
Speaking of, how this podcast and everything happened, there's one thing that we haven't mentioned, and that's the hard work and detail that went in to the logo that this man graciously put into making it. So,
Just give him the creepiest smile like a muster.
so if you want to talk about the process you went through to make that.
The process. Hang on, I've actually got the drawing over here somewhere. Let me just quickly grab it.
Well, while he goes,
Um,
but yeah, like I remember him like actually like talking us through the whole process of it, and it was a grueling couple of days. I feel bad that he had to do it, but it turned out really well.
If you give me a couple seconds, I'm about to break the thing for a sec. It's gonna have to focus on me while I grab this because we have a group chat where I'm gonna grab the image as well.
Nice.
So I can
Oh,
put it on
nice! So
stream
people
to
can
show
actually
off.
see it.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Alright, do that, and go back to
But
Grunkle
it was a labor of love. That's what we're gonna go with, and I'm sticking with it. It all started off with just a D20 drawing that I did, which I then digitalized, and then redigitalized, and then redigitalized, and redigitalized about 40 times in one day because the file just wouldn't save properly. So I'm gonna be happy if I never have to draw another D20 in my life. Um,
We go back to
but
this
yeah,
one.
it was a lot of tweaking, messing around, playing with colors, You know, it would have been nice if I could have done it with a paint palette in my fingers, like when I was a little kid, but
Jesus Christ,
that
that's
doesn't fly
huge.
as well these days. Those are that, yeah, bats. Gotta have
Oh, it's
bats.
not-
I thought the clouds would just be a nice touch to add something else.
Yeah, so here's the little logo that he worked tirelessly on. Each part on there,
Yeah, it's
other
about
than
4 days, 3 or 4 days work.
each part on there represents part of us. So the bats being Lewis himself, the sword and crown being me with my fantasy ness, and then the music being the beautiful man who he's there for
The
me.
Aw,
barbarian.
Oh no, wait.
aw, thank you.
Yeah, he's there for me, but he's also below for you guys.
Yes, I am at the bottom. I am the foundation of this. I hold.
Yeah, you could do like a whole Atlas thing.
Just holding
Yeah, that's
us
the kind
up.
of vibe I'm. Yeah, you know, a strong boy, gotta. Ugh, hench. But yeah, so like I think the logo looks amazing. Like
Thank you. There is something else that I might do to it and tweak it a little bit more, but
always
we'll s-
improvement.
we'll see. Yeah, there's always improvements to be made.
Because I legit remember like going onto a call with you and you were it was like day 2 or 3 of you making this logo and you were just sat there and you were just like it's not working. I can't get it to I can't get the letters to work. The writing isn't working for me. I can't do this.
I
Yeah,
remember jumping
because I
into
was
a
trying to
call.
I was trying to use a bend tool to make the text move into the banner, but the tool just refused to work properly for me. So I decided I would just write each word separately so I could place them on the banner at the angles I needed them.
Big brain moves.
The image in the end at this point I think has got something like oh, it must be on like 40 layers, sub 30 or 40 layers at this point.
Four
Um,
layers.
but I've merged a lot of them together so that I don't have to scroll through so much.
Yeah. I remember joining a call while you was making it, and there was a lot of cursing because of how much it wasn't working at the time.
Yeah.
I get quite foul mouthed when things don't go my way.
But it is nice to see that the hard work has paid off because that is a beautiful image.
It is.
Thank you very much. Yeah, everybody that's seen it has given me very amazing feedback, and it's very nice to hear. Considering I haven't done any graphic design work for a long time, so this was a proper test of my abilities and the new software I got.
Yeah, like if you want to go and like look at like a full-fledged image, you can go over to our Instagram, which is just it's high cha underscore low int underscore podcast. That's our Instagram.
I've just posted
So
the name in
if you
chat.
want to go there,
We also have a
yeah, if you want
TikTok
to go
by
and
the
check it
same
out,
name.
which has
Yes,
nothing
we do.
posted yet
Yet.
as of right now.
Yet.
But we're gonna work on
Yet.
something.
We are. There's a lot in the works right now. Like there's so much more stuff coming from us. You know,
YouTube,
this like
Spotify,
this stream is going to be a weekly thing.
Just start
Yeah,
listing
like
things.
Yeah.
so. Yeah, so how this thing is going to work is that the stream is going to be on the Tuesday, and then we're going to upload the audio to Spotify on the Wednesday, which also will have a little tiny little bit extra of us talking before we start the stream. So
Bonus features.
bonus
Yes.
features. Yeah, if
So,
you want to go and listen to the audio, there's a bit of extra footage.
I will admit there's a part in there that tells me to
Extra
tell them to come watch the
footage.
stream if they haven't watched the stream.
Echo, the echo's so good.
Especially for you. I've been holding out on that because Dan's just been waiting for it, and I wanted to
Yeah.
surprise him.
I love that so much.
It felt like extra footage was a good starting spot.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
bonus footage,
definitely.
the perfect thing you could have done for that.
Oh,
Oh Jesus.
I jest.
Yeah, that is actually a good thing to segue onto. Thanks, Vlad. So the
Yes.
music we use in our streams in the D&D for All streams, or Dungeons for All streams, sorry, was all done by Arcane Anthems. And I just want to take a moment to say that his work is really good, and
Oh yeah.
obviously, since Vlad has said in the chat that he has been able to reach out to him, uh, he could, you know, come visit our Discord and we can talk about it on the podcast. We could have him as a
Oh,
guest. So if
that
you
would
would
be
like to
so
Nice.
relay that
cool.
to him, we can bring him on as a guest at some point and
That
thank
would
him
be
properly.
that would actually be
Awesome.
super dope.
I'd love that.
And that goes for
Like,
anybody you guys have contact with that you think would enjoy this. Shoot him a
yeah, like
message,
if you guys
ask
have
him.
anybody
Hey,
who wants
I could
who
think of a
wants to
couple
come on,
people I could message.
So do
oh,
I.
you know, you with your massive TikTok following.
Yes. I mean,
That doesn't exist.
in the words of one Cybis silly, I know a guy.
I know a guy.
Yeah, yeah. I know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy who lives next
You know,
door.
I've become one of those guys. I have made the list.
I am
I
that
am on
guy.
that list as
I am
well.
the guy. I'm on the Rolodex, as she calls it.
I'm on the Rolodex.
Yeah. But yeah, will I toss you guys another few of these questions that I
Go
have?
ahead. Yeah.
Okay, fuck.
Oh, are there any like good movies that you guys have watched recently, or like any TV shows?
Oh, so on Netflix they brought out that film Ava a month ago or two.
I've not heard about
It's
that.
like
What's it about?
it's like femme fatale. It's really good. Like it starts off like at first I was like, oh, this is kind of like I got the inkling of what it was going to be from the description.
Oh, we lost Grunkle again.
Oh no, no, he's
Oh,
back.
there we go. I'm
Hey.
back. Yeah, but yeah, like so it's like femme fatale. Starts off a little slow. In my opinion, it did. But it gets really good. Really quickly after that. Like the intro is a little draggy, and then
Yeah.
it gets better.
Josh, anything?
Recently, I've not been watching too much TV or movies because I haven't really had the time. I've been more focused on doing stuff for the whole project and everything we've been working on. But I did find time to sit down and watch a movie by the name of Tag, which has
Oh, I haven't actually watched that yet.
it's got
I've
the
been meaning
actor
to.
for Andrew Bernard from The Office and Hawkeye from Avengers in it, which is
Yes.
which is the
Oh,
main
that
reason
one.
I wanted to watch it. And there's actually a pretty good movie. For the premise, I think you shouldn't take it too to critique it because it is just there as a joke film, and
Yeah,
it was definitely really fun to watch.
that's the one that's like based on like an actual like thing that happened. Like those guys who did that like actual real life game of tag.
A 30-year-long game of tag, yes. Imagine.
Yeah.
The commitment. I don't think I could do that. The
Nah.
commitment of those guys. I don't think I could. I think for me, recently I watched the Broly movie because my friend,
Oh,
me and my
yes.
friend Josh made a bet. So we were playing Rocket League, and he was like, "Oh, do you watch the death battles? Like the death battle YouTube where like they pit people together." And they
It's
just
time
released,
for a death battle.
yeah, and they recently brought out Broly versus Hulk. And he's like, "Oh, who do you think could win?" And me being the big Marvel head that I am, I was like, "Oh yeah, definitely Hulk," because I didn't know who Broly was because they've been trying to get me into anime for so long, and I was like, "Oh, the Hulk," and he's like, "Why?" And I was just going like, "Oh, like the Hulk is like infinitely strong. He's the strongest person in the whole Marvel universe. Like he's broken planets just by taking single steps, stuff like that." And he was like, Broly's got it. And I was like, I don't think so. And I was kind of pushing for Hulk, and he was like, right. He hadn't watched it, and I was like, right, I'll watch it right now. And he's like, okay, if Broly wins, you have to watch the Broly movie. And I was like,
Oh
fair
no.
enough, I'll do that. So I watched the
Oh.
death battle. Broly destroys him. Like at the very end, he
Of course
just
he does.
evaporates him.
Yeah.
And so I was like, right, fair is fair. I'll watch the Broly movie. I was like, right, I have to. It was like a Monday, and I was like, right, if I don't watch it by the end of the week, you have full permission to just punch me straight in the face. And then, yeah. So actually, Grunkle was there while I was watching it.
I joined partway through.
Yes. And so I was watching the Broly movie, and I actually really enjoyed it. It was
That
like
was
the
the night you
first.
watched me devour that bagel.
You ate that bagel like it was your last meal. Like you
I
destroyed
inhaled
that
that
thing.
thing. That shouldn't be humanly possible.
You
But
just one bite, one bite.
the really important question here, Dan, is does watching that movie make you feel like you could watch more anime?
Oh, absolutely. Because I like before that, I was watching like Attack on Titan clips, and I was like, these like I really wanted to get into anime, but I was like, I didn't know where to start. I didn't know what ones to
Death
watch,
Note
and
is
because
where
my
I
friends,
Death Note's where I tell people to
I made
start.
the off comment because Dan asked me partway through if Vegeta was stronger than Goku, and I was like, well, every time Vegeta powers up, Goku always takes another jump forward, and then like every fight, the way it goes, it's like you think Goku's gonna lose, and then he just spends 6 episodes screaming until he's stronger,
Mm.
yeah,
and then in the event that that doesn't work, they just collect the Dragon Balls and wish for him to be back.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like I remember watching it, and there's a part where Vegeta and Goku are trying to fuse, but they keep messing it up. And I was like, so in the movie, Broly is currently like destroying Frieza, and every time they fuse, they have to wait half an hour until they can do it again, and they mess up twice. So Broly is just pounding on Frieza for a solid hour, just socking him. I was like, that's just so funny. Yeah, just beating him up, bullying the guy.
Full on Star Platinum.
Yeah, and like he was like, you're no match against Golden Frieza, and Broly's just like, well, watch me crush you. Yeah, just backhands him. But like, I definitely do want to get more into anime. Like, it's something that like I really wanted to like fully get into.
Yeah, I think the best
So
thing to
I
ask
just
is what's your favorite genre of thing?
like just what you mean?
Like, like like your favorite. So usually for me, like my favorite genre in general is fantasy. So when I started anime, I watched something that was more fantasy based, and that's how I got my first step in. So if you like something that's more realistic, you're probably gonna like an anime that's more realistic, like Banana Fish or um, that. It sounds like a joke
The
name.
name.
Yes, I know. I'm trying to think of other like really serious animes, but I can't name
Death
them all.
Note, because it's set in the real world. The only thing
Yeah,
that's off about it is the fact that
gods are
he has a
real.
book that can kill people.
Yeah, mostly realistic.
But I like animes that have a lot of suspense.
Like Death Note. Well, Death Note up until a certain point has a lot of suspense.
Actually, Josh asked in the chat, Broly versus Jiren. You guys like Grunko will probably be the best person to answer this.
Oh, I don't know.
Unless you have an opinion too, Josh, because I have nothing. I know who Broly is, so I'm just gonna say Broly because like that's all I
And
know.
now that you've seen what you can do,
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like
that's
Broly.
I personally think Broly.
I don't know. Duran's pretty OP.
Mm.
Who's like what show's he from?
Duran's from Dragon Ball as well.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know. That's
Your
my younger
younger
brother's
brother.
like Duran wins. I told you, Duran's OP. Like, I don't know. I feel like that'd still be a pretty close fight.
Josh will fight for Broly. Like my friend Josh will be like, like he loves like Broly's his favorite character. Like he loves it. They're gonna have just a battle in the chats for this now.
Oh,
It's
no.
game on.
My younger brother and your friend.
Yeah. I mean, he basically is my younger brother. Like we're that close to friends. Like, but like, yeah, like I think for me, like in anime, like I just like action. Like I found Dragon Ball
I
Z so
do
cool.
love a good bit of
Like,
action.
Yeah.
Okay, then, in
Yeah.
that case, if you want to watch something that's like quite action based, it's a bit futuristic. It's called Psycho Pass.
Oh, yes.
It's about the Japanese police force in the future, and they have the reason it's called Psycho Pass is because everybody has a chip implanted in their like body when they reach a certain age. Like after they've gone through like the main part of childhood, they're implanted, and it gives you a cymetic scan so they can see what your mood is basically.
okay.
And the gun can register the chip, and see whether you are going to commit a crime or not, but based on the levels of your brainwaves.
Okay.
It's really
Predictive.
awesome, but the gun like shifts forms and it gets really suspenseful and intense. It's well worth the watch.
It's one I haven't watched personally, but it's definitely one that I have
I
had on my
love it.
list for a while.
I've
Or
rewatched it like 6 times.
one I can highly recommend is Gundam. I fucking love Gundam. I love mecha in general. Uh, so I could go on a massive rant about this, but if you want to just get started with action, I'd say in Gundam you could go for Iron-Blooded Orphans or UC, which is Unicorn. Um, or you know, just in general, Psychopaths. There's tons of good action anime out there.
One of like Josh, because he like he was ever since because I kind of brought my friend Josh in back into D&D, like, and ever since then he's like, oh man, the amount of anime that is like D&D inspired is like was it the Goblin Slayer and then Rise of the Shield Hero, which is one that like I've actually kind of looked into, and I actually kind of want to like fully get into it because I've only ever watched like small snippets of it. So those are ones I'm definitely gonna get into. My mic keeps falling. Hold on.
I'm gonna regret this one, but someone just told me to tell Dan to watch Boku no Pico.
No, don't do
it. Don't do it. You'll be scarred for life. It is borderline illegal. And by borderline, I mean it is illegal.
Okay, good. I will not watch that. If I look back on that and I see, I'm just gonna be like, no, I will not.
Not the goblins. Woo.
Not the goblins. Yeah, because he was like, oh yeah, just
Brilliant.
Goblin Slayer, like a perfect like episode is just gonna put you in perfectly. Oh, Grunkel's gone.
He's back.
He's back.
It did it again, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. But this one he fully left the call and
Oh.
then back. Oh,
See, on my phone, it didn't actually leave.
okay.
This is the
Goblin
thing. It just
Slayer is
freezes
one that
for a
people are talking
second
about,
and then
but Goblin Slayer I personally didn't like.
it just keeps flicking my camera on. Hang on, I'm gonna leave the call and then come back and see if it changes something.
Alright.
Technical difficulties.
I don't have a screen where it's just Discord. Cool. None of my scenes have that.
Improvise.
Oh, wait. He's
There
back.
we go.
But
That's better.
There we go.
Vinland Saga is one that I need to watch. It's about the Danes finding Vinland, which is I believe it's Newfoundland, or like that area of Canada.
Okay.
Black Bullets, one that Cyrus is also recommending. Log Horizon.
Everybody's like,
pretty
don't
good.
watch Goblin Slayer. Everyone's like, do not watch Goblin Slayer.
It is not.
Bleach. I like Bleach. Bleach was
Bleach
good.
is good, but it's long.
Yeah,
The
it's
thing is,
long.
like, I know the names of a lot of anime. Like, I know their names. I just haven't watched them. Like, My Hero Academia, Full Metal Alchemist. I know of the name. I just have never watched.
I'd watch the first like I gotta think of the original series. You only need to watch so many episodes, and then you can jump to Brotherhood.
Which is the better
Okay.
one.
Because the original series caught up to where the manga was going, and then they had to create their own ending and completely ruined everything.
Okay. So only watch a certain part, and then when I feel like it's getting bad, just watch Brotherhood.
Bleach is 70% filler, but it's good. Bleach is
good
good. It's
filler.
fucking funny in
One
places.
that I will never stop pushing onto people. ReZero. My favorite
Yeah,
anime
ReZero is
at the
good.
moment. It's basically it's called an isekai, which is basically when the main character gets transported from the real world to a fantasy world.
Okay.
Or vice versa. For example, there's another one called Devil is a Part-Timer, where a devil comes from a fantasy world into the real world and works in McDonald's.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Okay.
There's a good few out there that are really good, but like ReZero is one I've got at the top of my list consistently at the moment.
trying to think.
Someone said Hunter,
yeah,
Hunter x Hunter.
That's my younger brother. Hunter x Hunter is really good. I really like that. There's a few others that I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Oh, I don't know if you said Naruto, but Naruto's a pretty big one.
Yeah, I couldn't
I
tell you
feel I
like
feel like
Naruto.
Naruto and Dragon Ball are the ones like people use to get into anime. Like they watch those ones because like
I didn't watch
they're
Naruto
very
straight away. I mean,
I,
it was on TV when I was younger,
They
so I
are
got to see bits of it then.
more mainstream. They are a lot more of the older generations leap into anime, whereas the younger people started with stuff like Attack on Titan, Sword Art Online, Death Note, the shorter ones,
Yeah.
and then they
Doctor
watch
Stone.
something like
Doctor Stone's good.
Doctor Stone. Yeah, is also good. And No Game No Life. Yeah,
Pokemon.
Pokemon,
I
Yu-Gi-Oh.
think that's one of the only
Yu-Gi-Oh.
anime. Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon are the only two like animes that I've watched because like obviously as a kid
Yeah, I
everybody
watched
watched
a lot of
Beyblades.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Everybody knows.
Beyblade, let it
Yes,
rip. Digimon.
love Beyblade.
Digimon, yeah.
Oh, don't get me
Got-
into a nostalgia thing with
Digimon.
cartoons, man.
Monsters.
Digimon are the champions.
I like. There's so many like nostalgic cartoons.
I'm
I love,
disappointed
like-
in you, Grunkle. Why? What did I do?
What did he do? Cybus apparently is disappointed.
Food Wars,
Food
yeah,
Wars,
Shokugeki no
yes.
Soma is alright.
Which
I
actually,
personally
my
didn't
younger
like
brother
it.
is the one who got me watching that.
I personally didn't
Really?
like it because basically, to describe it, it is mostly cook food, taste food, naked woman, or naked man, depending
Okay.
on
Or okay.
parts.
Is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon?
Yes, that is up there as well. It's got the voice actress for Rem, Inori Minase, which is like
It's really good.
she's a
It's
good voice
funny as hell.
actress.
Oh, I
Um,
didn't think
no.
about this. Seven
Merlin,
Deadly
no.
Sins.
Seven Deadly Sins is good. Merlin said Erased. That's one if you want to
Erased.
cry.
I
That's one
like
for if you want to
Erased.
cry.
Erased didn't make me cry. Am I just a heartless?
Or if you want movies instead of shows, Silent Voice, Your Name, anything by Studio Ghibli.
Naked what?
Naked what?
Naked huh?
Nigga, who?
Naked grandma. Naked what?
uh,
I love watching those compilations of like the weird things that like people have said on like Family Feud.
Well, no, it's like so the
oh, I was
British
just recommending
ones,
another one,
like,
Kakaguri. Really good anime for like gambling.
The Chase, when he gets like Olympic ski medalist Fanny
Oh,
Schmeller.
Yeah.
Paddy Schmeller.
or
killed me.
Dick Tingler,
That's
Andy
good.
Cap.
Oh. No,
Oh,
I
that's-
actually had someone sign into my pub through Track and Trace. His name was Dick Tingler.
Was it the same guy?
I
Is
didn't
he
believe
Olympic
him, and
skier?
he got his license up. Prove it to me.
You sure it was his license he
No.
got out?
Wait, like,
Honestly, and
Oh,
I
that
then
is
I then
beautiful.
went
like
around
Richard.
I went around where I worked to like show everybody the sign-in sheet. Be like, look, Dick Tingler.
Oh yeah, Grunkle's brother just suggested another one. Bacano. It said in the Prohibition era in Chicago, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah, Buccaneer. I'm trying to think what else now because I've watched quite a lot. Oh, obviously One Punch Man.
Everyone's watched One Punch Man, apart from Dan, obviously.
One Punch Man's great.
See, I
know
we were
about
talking
One Punch
about
Man.
It's satire on the
Shaman King.
whole.
We were talking about it with Vlad just yesterday, day before. Shaman King.
I haven't heard of that one.
Have you not?
No, unless I've heard it in the
it's
Japanese
really good.
Japanese name.
It's an older one.
Yeah. Okay.
When it started, like, I'm trying to think. Tokyo Ghoul.
Tokyo Ghoul's a good action one as well.
There's loads. I mean, the film Akira was really groundbreaking for anime.
Mm. I
Like,
think that was
'cause that
what
set, like,
really brought the genre.
that was
or
like
the-
one of the first dynamic animations because they actually had. You notice that their hair is basically always moving in the film.
Mm.
When their bodies are like still, their hair is constantly like in motion.
Just ever moving hair.
Just like
If you haven't
permanent
seen Akira
wind.
before, I highly recommend watching it. It goes from being what seems like a normal like slice of life high school film to a complete like dystopian. The future could be fucked.
Mm.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's really worth it. And me and my best friend have a running joke from it because from like early on in the film, there's a bit where the teacher reprimands some of the students, and you don't see it in the office. You hear it from outside, and you just hear him go, "Discipline, discipline, discipline, discipline."
Oh, Orina Seraph, Cybus just said in chat is another anime.
Yeah, Seraph at the end.
Or
That's
Your
good.
Lie in April from Jonas. That one's also depressing.
That is quite
There's
I
quite
mean,
a
I'm
lot
not
of
really into
emotional
depressing
ones.
shows.
No,
I
the whole
mean, like,
premise was was it their mother that was dying, or was it their grandmother?
Steins Gate was interesting.
Steins Gate. It is a trip and a half at times.
Mm-hmm. It's hard to wrap your head around, really.
Mm. It's about time travel.
Mm. Oh, that's one I hadn't thought of. Um, Assassination Classroom and Danganronpa.
Ah, yes, Ass Class and Danganronpa.
like
Danganronpa
there's
is
so
really
like
good.
now you're getting into the animes that I've never heard of. That's the area you're getting into.
Well,
Jujutsu
Danganronpa is
Kaisen 2.
actually an RPG game originally.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can buy all of them on Steam actually.
Yeah, basically it's like school kids wake up in a school building, but they're like locked in. All the windows are like barred and like sealed off with big steel plates, and then murders occur, and they've got to try and figure out who the murderer is. And if they get it wrong, everybody dies, and the
Murder.
murderer goes free. But if they get it right,
I
the murderer dies, and they get to keep going.
I've only played the games and I've not actually watched the anime for it.
The
But
anime's worth it. Some people would say that there's key points that they missed that you would only figure out if you played the games. So it's worth doing both.
I
But
did have
I
very strong
really enjoyed the
opinions about
anime.
some of the characters. My favorite one was Gonta though. Gonta takes the cake.
Yo, spoilers, my guy Grunkle. What? All I did was explain the premise of the thing. Like, it
High
doesn't
School
ruin
of the Dead.
anything.
I haven't seen High School of the Dead
High School of the Dead
personally.
is alright. It gets a bit weird in places because it is classed as an etchy, I believe.
Yeah, one of my friends, or a lot of my friends will murder me for saying this, but JoJo is a good anime, but steer clear of the community. Yeah, the community is terrible.
My camera froze again.
Gurren Lagann. I haven't seen Gurren Lagann yet, but I should watch it soon.
The shows like I've watched recently,
Go to
like
horny jail, Grunkle.
the most recent show I've watched is probably like Mandalorian,
I haven't watched that yet.
which is
Season 1 or season 2.
oh, watch it, dude, just watch it, just watch it. Like, I wish I could tell you at the end of season 2. Oh my god. Oh, I wish I could just say it, but I know there's people, especially like you haven't watched it. There's probably people here who have no idea what I'm talking
Oh
about.
yeah,
But there's people who do.
Trigun.
Just don't
Trigun's
say
good.
anything. If you've watched Mandalorian and you've watched season 2, don't spoil in the chat because that's mean. Because there's people
Mob
out there who
Psycho
haven't watched it.
100,
Mob Psycho.
which
Done by
is
the
written by
same
one,
people by One
the guy
Punch
who
Man.
does. Yeah, the guy's name is literally one.
As you pull up Saitama.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, where did Grunko go? Oh, he's back.
Oh, there he is.
I do 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, a 10K.
Oh, imagine, do you think like could you do that? Like, could you do his workout routine?
100
I was
push-ups,
in the
100
cadets for a
sit-ups,
while.
100 kilometer or
We
10
had to
kilometer
go
run.
through a lot of training, so I remember doing the sports event thing where basically we spent the entire night in the gym, and we're like, some of them are timed, some of them are just you go until you can't go anymore, and then you see how many you can do. And oh my god, having to go to school the next day was the most painful thing I've ever done in my life.
Actually, this is complete and utter topic change.
Oh.
I have someone saying that you can play Star in D&D.
Oh, hang on. My
Like
connection's dropping.
they've made Star
It's
Wars.
back.
Oh
Yes,
no.
you can. You can.
when?
I
Ah,
have
it's back.
seen I have seen the Star Wars campaigns before.
Because one of the guys in mine and Josh's party, Matt, was like, "Who wants to play? I really want to play it. I like Star
So do
Wars
I.
D&D. That's so sick because
Overlord,
I
that's
love
good.
Star Wars and I love D&D, like two of my favorite
Overlord
things."
was great. The music artist Mythan Royd, who does a lot of anime songs, who did the third opening for Overlord. They also did an opening and an ending for ReZero. All of their music is brilliant. They also
Just
did
take a second to praise the Lord and Father of all anime, Hayao Miyazaki.
I don't know who he is, but I'm still praising him.
He's the guy who set up Studio Ghibli.
Oh, my neighbor Totoro. I know that.
Yes, and Spirited Away, Howl's Moving
I know
Castle.
that.
Princess
I know that
Mononoke,
one. I know that one.
Ponyo,
Don't know that one. That's
Oh
why
wait,
I know.
really? I thought
Cans,
you would have known
Whispers of
Ponyo.
the Heart,
No, the only reason why I know of like Neighbor Totoro and
Princess
all that is like
Kaguya,
when
the
I
Red
was like
Turtle. I'm
in
just
like
gonna start.
secondary
I'm just gonna
school.
keep
Oh,
listing
speaking
Ghibli
of, that's
films:
another
Grave
good
of the
anime.
Fireflies,
Do not watch this one when
Nausicaa in the Valley of the Wind,
you are
Porco Rosso.
bit puffed up. But Kaguya-sama, Love is War, is a good anime. Just don't watch it if you're blazed, because you are going to be confused.
Summer's
Just
just
try and
sent me the
stop
link
me.
To Star Wars 5e and some of the
Yeah, she sent it to
Star
me
Wars
as
D&D.
well.
Yes. Okay. Listen. You can play Star Wars in Dungeons and Dragons. There's an entire book. They've like reskinned all of the books to like fit in with the Star Wars universe, and you can make
Yes,
like bounty
yes,
hunters.
thank you,
Oh,
Cybus.
I know,
It,
because
oh,
I lied to you. High Rollers was not the first thing that got me into D&D. The Yogscast did Star Wars D&D first, before they did anything.
really?
Oh,
Before they did anything like actual D&D based. Yeah.
Like, cause I used to watch. I watched a lot of Yogcast years ago, but actually, here's the thing. What's one thing about like D&D that like you don't understand, or like there's something about D&D that you're just like that should make sense.
I mean,
Because I
I was to say, alright, I absolutely hate and will never try to understand spells.
yeah, this was something we were talking about the other day. How some spells are cast from weird modifiers that don't make sense.
like what?
It was Vlad that brought this up. I'm trying to remember what it was specifically. Was it the spells were cast from your constitution or something, or rather than like wisdom, or
Intelligence.
it was like why? It doesn't make sense.
Hmm.
My Josh, one of the guys I play with, he sent me this or he was telling me about an item he saw, and it was a bow that
You
had
have my attention.
where you shoot when you shoot the arrow through, it's a dispel magic circle, and what the arrows are actually just shrunken down ballistas, and when you fire the arrow, it goes through the dispel magic, and then you just shoot ballista bullets instead of arrows. So instead of doing like 1d6 or like 1d4 damage, you're doing like 3d10 from a fucking bow. Like, and I was like, that is cracked, and that's not even like what if you crit? What if you crit? That's like average of 40
Oof.
damage on a bow.
Especially if you're doing it
Like
how a lot of
that's in
DMs that we know, like if you get a 20, they double your damage.
Yeah.
yeah, and that's not even putting on like the modifiers that you might have because you could have your proficiency, like you could have like a +5 or +6 depending on your level. Like I sent it to him and I was like, that is a broken weapon, and he's like because he said I told you it's a broken weapon, and it just blew my mind that like someone thought of like shrinking arrows and then having a dispel magic circle on your bow, and then when you shoot it through, it does like an average of like 20 damage from just from a bow.
Hmm.
Like, oh, have you ever heard of like the human cannon or peasant cannon?
Yes, yes, I have.
Grunkle's
He's gone, he's back.
I'm back. Dan's story was so compelling that it just booted me out of the server.
I apologize. But have you heard about the peasant cannon?
Yeah.
Don't think so.
It's like as a turn.
Actually, yes, no, I have.
Yeah, where you line up like a group of like 100 or so people, and you give them like a rock, and as their action, you just get them to pass it. And because each of their goes are 6 seconds, by the time it gets to the front person, he throws that rock is moving at like 100 miles an hour because it went so far in such little space, and like it just does like a load of damage. And I was like, how do people come up with stuff like that? Like my party members have come up with some weird stuff, but like this is a whole other level.
Mm.
That's
Oh,
brilliant.
do you actually have any funny stories from like campaigns that you've played in, or like character moments that you thought were cool? Just in like your previous campaigns, any like funny stories you guys have about?
Actually, there's a funny story
Um,
from today. Uh,
Okay, go.
Chirp hosted a one shot in the Discord today. For both the Twitch viewers and the podcast listeners, there's a Discord for Dungeon for All that you can join if you're not already in it.
yeah,
Links will be left somewhere.
Yes. And basically what happened was we had gotten to the point that the meat of, the proper meat of this session, where we had gone into the mine area and we'd crossed a bridge, and someone had gone up the stairs. Specifically, it was Wolfie's character. I forgot that character name, but they'd gone up. They'd done a perception check, and it was too low to see anything. But there were statues, and if you know anything about statues,
never
you
trust
shouldn't.
them.
Yes, you should never trust them. So they rolled too low to reveal anything. So
Weeping angels.
I followed upwards like I'm also gonna do a perception check just to make sure.
Cough, cough.
So while Whoopi's character is petting one of the statues, I've realized, oh shit, these aren't statues, these are gargoyles. And it's like, you better fucking watch out. And then that's when combat started. I really enjoyed that part.
Would everybody now please roll for initiative?
Yeah.
That's when you know shit's gonna be bad. God damn it. Lewis, do you have any?
So in the campaign that my girlfriend is DMing, my 4'6" tiefling decided he was going to marry a warforged in a cavern surrounded by hundreds of flumps. It was a beautiful ceremony. We're very happy together now. Zarillus and R36.
Don't get emotional now.
Together forever. And it was a special day, you know. You just never gonna forget something like that. And yeah, happily ever after. God damn it! Oh.
Oh, let me do that.
So, here, a funny story or an awesome story? Which one do you want to hear?
Either one.
Do you want to hear something funny or something cool? I'm gonna just tell the funny one. So I was DMing a campaign a good few years ago. This is like the first ever one I did, and there was a character in my campaign. He was a dwarven fighter called Pablo the 15th or something like that.
Mm.
You know, classic dwarf name, Pablo. And as one of his starting items, I said that he basically brought into his backstory that he came across a bag of holding, and so his character was just a collector. Anything he could put in the bag, he'd put in the bag. But one day he was like, you know what? I'm kind of tired of having to carry this bag around me everywhere I go.
I wanted to do it again.
Yep.
So,
I don't understand why everything was fine until just that 1 second.
Yeah. So he was like, I'm sick and tired of like having to carry this bag around. Is there any way that I can try and merge this bag with my ass? And so they went to like a wizard, and they did like a bunch of persuasion checks. He rolled super well. Like this was like pure luck. I was like, right, as a final roll, I want you just to roll just a d20, just a straight roll, no modifiers, and this final roll would depend on whether it's a successful merge or not.
Mm.
this fucker rolled a nat 20. And so from that point on, Pablo the 15th had a permanent bag of holding. So whenever he wanted to do or hold on to something, he would have to keister that item. And it just became a running joke that he would just keister everything that he found. So, you know, I don't know. As a DM, I'm kind of just like, if something's funny, I'm gonna run with it. Like,
I would like to remove my greatsword from my bag of holding.
Oh.
but like for him to take something out of the bag of holding.
Could you
usually-
imagine taking the 50-foot length of rope out? You'd have to get your party to help you. You've got to grip onto a rail while they're like hurling the rope out behind him.
But he like you know, like
Yes,
for
the
take
rule
something
of
out of like a
cool.
regular, yeah. So when you take something out of like a bag of holding, usually it's like a bonus action. For him, I made it his full action as a consequence. You know, he can't. Like when he wanted to take something, because he would have to take off his trousers and proceed to. Yeah,
No, you just
it
need
was
to
a
get
full
a
action.
convenient butt flap put in.
No, he didn't. We didn't get that far for him to get a butt flap pair of pants. But I made it his actual action.
I just do it myself. I take my dagger out, cut the flap out. Like...
He never thought of that, so that was on him, really.
Mm.
And there's another awesome moment. So in the current campaign that I'm running with my friends, one of the characters, his name is Horus, and he's a human monk. He's huge. This guy is like Hulk from Endgame big. And they were fighting a black dragon that was basically imbued with like a super powerful gem that I created for this world. And this dragon was fighting
it
him.
Mind Stone?
It's similar, but like it enlarged the creature, so it was like an
Rip off
enormous
the
black
Avengers.
dragon. No, what are you talking about?
No.
Maybe.
No. But yeah, basically he was like an enormous black dragon, and he began to like fly up, and so it was hard for the party to hit him because like the monk was like very like up close range fighting, so they weren't really able to hit it. So
So you
Horus
slay
had
the
the
monk.
genius idea. No, so the monk had the idea of I'm gonna jump up and just grab onto like the leg or the foot of this creature. So I was like, yeah, no worries, roll an athletics check. He jumps up, rolls like a 19 or something like that. So like, yeah, you get up, and he's like, right, for my turn, because that was his movement. He's like, for my turn, I'm going to try and pull this dragon down, just pull him out of the sky. So I was like, all right, oppose strength check. Again, rolls a natural 20. The dragon rolls a 2. So this like 6'5" human monk pulled down an enormous black dragon out of the sky with just his pure brute strength.
That's brilliant.
And like that was just a cool moment that
Climbs
that
up
he
onto it.
had.
It's like, you having fun up here? No, not anymore. No, we're going to change that.
You're up
You're
here now?
having
No,
fun?
not
No.
anymore. Come back down.
What is fun?
But yeah, that campaign's still going. There's they
2
have yet to.
seconds.
Yeah,
No.
so like currently, basically they're trying to collect a bunch of stones to stop an evil spirit coming, from what they know. There's a lot I have planned for that group. I know some of you are watching this, so no spoilers.
For now.
And if for some reason I say a spoiler as punishment for hearing it, I'm going to throw another Hellfire engine at you,
Now that is just
and I'll do it.
evil. Also,
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
know.
take the time while Grunkle's not here to just show off some gifts I've been bought by the community. So we
Oh
have
yeah, go for it.
this
Zoom in on yourself if you want.
this
Someone in
flump.
my family thinks they're so funny.
Or is he your little brother?
Oh, well, you know, I put that sign on my door that says that the podcast is live. Don't
Yeah.
disturb.
Yeah.
Somebody changed it to pornocast.
That's
Only
not
in my
what we're
family.
doing here. That's not what we're doing here.
No,
that-
it is
that-
really not.
That's
Yeah,
after
that's
You just
after
see-
midnight. Come on.
You just see it in the chat right there. My mother's just been outed. My brother just said that it was mother. Right, I'm going to murder her. Why
That
does
is
everybody
very
think that
funny.
I'm going to be It's not
Yes,
fair.
we got this, which is a
Singled
flump,
out.
which was bought by a specific person named Emily in the community, who also bought Dan his shirt. This engagement ring was bought by
Hanging
Dan
on forever.
himself. Me and Dan are now
Yeah.
engaged. No, still a nice Norse ring that he bought me. I also have cat ears that are in my wardrobe. If I just reach in and grab wherever they are, they're at this side.
Oh,
Yeah, there's also a maid outfit, but that's in the other room at the moment because of last night's events.
No,
But
no
yes,
I
maid
also
outfit
have a
today.
flump. The exact same one that Josh had there in his hand. That was also
Emily
bought
is
for me by the
slowly
exact same
growing
person.
an army of flumps. She's slowly getting everybody
Yeah, she's putting
flump.
flumps all the way around the world.
oh yeah.
Yeah, just spreading.
You want a flump?
If you don't know what a
Get a
flump
flump.
is,
The
it's a
flumps will
creature
take
in
over.
D&D. Super
You're
cute.
welcome for your maid
Emily.
outfit.
Yeah, you're welcome for the maid outfit.
Thank you.
But um, but yeah, no, I there's something I have sent for Grunkle. It's on its way. It's a
That should be here soon, shouldn't it?
it should, yeah. It's literally just like a ring claw
Oh no.
thing.
Opti,
It's
I know you
cool.
have access to my wish
From
list, don't you
from one of the
dare?
animes we were talking about earlier, actually.
Oh, which one is it from?
Danganronpa, the one that was a RPG game.
No, what did he actually
Okay.
get you from that?
It's the Celestia Ludenberg ring, the like claw
Oh,
finger
yeah.
thing.
And then I got you the
That's what's on the way to
Kakashi
Grunkle.
mask from Naruto.
Yeah, you got me the Kakashi mask. Emily got me a flump. Lena got me a mind flare pop.
Lena got me the cat ears.
Um,
Bloody got me the. I
is that
forgot to
it?
mention
Is
this, but
there
Bloody
something
got
else?
these dice.
I think
Oh
that
yeah,
was it.
because your first ever set of dice was sponsored
Yeah.
by Bloody. Yeah, so the thing I have this mic arm that Josh got me, and I have the T-shirt. Other things are still in transit. For me, for some reason, it's taking an awful long time for stuff to arrive for me. I don't know why. Everybody
More
gets there
gifts
in
to
like
come
3
for
days.
sure. There was
Yeah.
talk about me getting an angel onesie, you know, as in like Lilo and Stitch.
Mm.
Stitch's
Oh
girlfriend, the
yeah.
pink one, is the angel. I'm gonna
Yeah.
be getting one of them maybe, because Mark's got a Stitch one.
Oh, that's perfect.
So we thought it'd be funny if we had the opposing genders.
Yes, because gender norms don't exist.
What is
Yeah.
a gender norm?
Who needs to conform, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Do you want me to hit you with some deep questions, some questions to get you thinking?
Hit me with that
Hit me
deepness.
harder.
Hit me with that deep.
So, if someone gave you an envelope on which the paper said the day that you were going to die, would you open it and look at the letter?
No,
Why?
because the chances are you open the letter and it says now.
Tomorrow. I don't
mean,
think
It's
I'd
got
open
some
it
sort
either.
of contact poison on it. The moment that you grab the letter, by the time you've actually read the words on it, it kills you.
I would open it to be honest, because I think knowing when you're going to die, opens up the thing of like, okay, I know what date it's gonna
Well,
be.
no, that would
You're
be
gonna
horrible.
wanna-
You would then you'd either be paranoid or you'd spend your time like waiting for that day and then trying to stop it from happening, which is only going to then inevitably make your death
Well, no,
happen
because
even
I
more.
see it the other way around. You see
It's a
that day.
Mobius strip. You can't break out of it. If you read the
Well, no,
letter,
no,
you
no.
can't do. You've ruined everything.
You
It
know
doesn't
that
work.
you
You
know
have to
what
not
day
read the
you're going
letter.
to die, right? So you do everything that you ever wanted to do in your life because you know what that date is. You know you can't change that.
I eat it. I take the envelope and I eat it.
I gain ultimate power from eating the envelope. I don't think I'd read it. I'd probably just keep it there, and then at some point, if I just crack and read it, then it's my own fault. But I think I don't want to know because
I wouldn't even keep
keep
it.
life
Like
spicy.
honestly, I would destroy it. I wouldn't. Like that.
So you wouldn't even be
Like
tempted
that.
to read it.
Yeah, I feel like if I kept it around, I'd be too tempted. So I probably would have to like eat it or burn it, like Grunkle did. Eat the envelope, eat the paper. Death should be a spontaneous event, Simon says. Keep
Yeah,
it
should be.
spicy. Keep
Spontaneous
life
event.
spicy.
I mean, spontaneous event death.
Ooh,
Why not?
all these thoughts of mine are
Hashtag
deep.
Deep.
Have you ever took
Um,
time out to finish a
I think
rhyme, but the rhyme was
here's
just
another
wasn't
one.
there?
Okay, go on, hit me. Ow!
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to take control of you like that.
Oh.
My telepathic powers are too strong. If you could have one superpower, what would it be?
Are there other people with superpowers in this world, or is it just going to be me?
It's just you. You have well,
Oh,
okay. Let's say it's just the three of us.
Just the three of us.
I'm
Sorry.
going to go last. I want to see what your powers are.
Yeah, you know, Dan,
I
go
really want.
first.
I'm
You
going to go
proposed
last.
the
I want to see what your
question.
powers are.
I think I would probably go with like super speed probably, or something like Deadpool's healing factor, but like I wouldn't want to be immortal. I'd still want to be able to die. But like then I would just be like, okay, what do I do today? Well, I haven't thrown myself in front of a car yet. I'll survive that, and I'll just fucking put myself out in front of a bus or something and just see what happens.
But Ron, you
'Cause
still feel
eventually, like,
pain.
but I think eventually I would just not feel it because I've just put myself through every kind of pain
Yeah,
like, imaginable.
Deadpool doesn't feel pain because he's gone through so much,
yeah.
so that his nerve endings have basically disconnected themselves from
You
reality.
see,
I would just do something
power.
like incredibly painful first and just get it done with, and then everything else would just be
Skydive without a
fine.
parachute.
Yeah, why not?
Now, for the rest of you, you can do it once, but never again.
Do it once, never again. Yeah. Yeah, but then like if I couldn't choose like something that would like make me invincible, I'd probably choose like super speed because that has been like one that I've always wanted like as a kid because I love the Flash.
See,
Fair.
that's a good one. The one I've been
Josh, what about
thinking
you?
of.
What would you take?
So, you've seen the TikToks. Like, what if you had the ability to say one thing to all 7.8 billion people on this earth? I want the ability to telepathically speak to
Do it
literally
now.
everyone on the planet. I can choose
Really?
a specific person,
No.
like specifically anyone, or literally everyone.
Oh,
Everybody just hears poop at the same time.
no, you just be like, they know the truth.
I can see you.
I can smell you.
I think I'd do like a proper cop out and take the power from the TV series Heroes, and that would be an empath, so that I can absorb other people's abilities.
Oh, that's
that
cheating.
is a cop out and a half.
No, I really like the idea of in Heroes, Hero himself, the Japanese guy, his time warping powers were quite cool, in the way that he like he bends time and space so that he can teleport as well as stop time travel forwards and backwards in time.
Do you know the mechanics of teleporting are terrifying? Do you know that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
Because
even Merlin agrees. Power duplication, baby. Being an empath would be awesome.
but like in when it like in terms of like teleportation, like you would only be able to teleport once. Like you
I think
like depending on the like if you're going like Nightcrawler where you're like just going into another dimension, you're fine. But if you're talking like Star Trek kind of like beaming up,
no.
like
See,
you now would only be able to do it
Hero
once.
Hero himself is basically the way he explains it is that time doesn't move in a straight line. Time moves in a wobble.
Wibbly wobbly
And the
timey
way that his
wimey
power
stuff.
works is that he can jump from like one arc to another.
Kind of
So
like
he moves through times differently.
how Runtaro Okabe does in Steins Gate, but not
Yeah,
consistently.
not quite, but and then like he can take himself and other people if he's like in contact with them and move them around the planet.
Okay.
It's kind of like if he froze time and then just walked all the way there to unfreeze time. But he can do it instantaneously just with thought, and he doesn't have to have been there before. He just has to know where the
where
place
he's
is.
going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but then also with the ability to freeze time, or when his power wasn't working properly, it didn't freeze time. It just slowed it down really drastically.
Yeah.
So like you can still see things moving. So like a glass that's spilt, you just see the water really slowly pouring down. Like
Optigirl
it's cool.
said oh no, Siva said probability like Domino
Yeah,
from Deadpool.
yeah,
That would
that's
be
a good
cool.
one.
I
Um
mean, if I had that
The
power,
power of
you would
luck.
not see me leave a casino until I get kicked out.
yeah, I mean, but that's abusing your powers. Like that just makes your powers not fun.
Well, I mean, true, but like, I enjoy gambling, and I guess it does take the fun out of gambling when you know you're gonna win every single time.
Yeah, my brother has a good point. What about the ability to take other people's abilities away?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So kind of like in like Avatar where you're able to like take their bending powers away.
Cyrus has a fair point. You didn't say you had to be a
Dude.
hero.
Oh shit. My bad. My bad. My bad.
Trunko made a surprise appearance.
Okay. Oh.
Well, yeah, like in Avatar where they're able to like take the powers away, being able to do that,
Yeah,
but just like yeah. That would be scary
yeah.
though.
Well, I mean, in My Hero, there's a character that can do it. But in the same in the other TV show I was talking about, one of the main characters, his dad, has the ability to remove the powers from someone and store them for himself.
He just has a collection of powers. Now, if
A
you come into this
Basically.
room on the
to
left, you'll
my
see where I keep all my
collection.
powers.
He was what I was saying about myself, an empath, but the way his worked was a little different. Instead of like him taking the ability and the other person still having it, he can physically just take their power and leave them powerless.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like you would just be the most feared person in the world then, because you can just have any power.
Yeah,
Like,
pretty much.
yeah. Oh,
I think I'm not sure if he's able to give them to people as well, but I know that he could take them away. I know that
imagine redirecting powers to people.
I mean,
that's like a whole thing for My Hero as well as in this series as well. But that you'd have to watch it to see. Heroes is like the good seasons. There's like 3.
is it
Once it
Misfits
gets
I'm
to like
thinking
season
of?
4, it
The
differs.
UK one that's
Misfits, yeah, that's really good. I love that. That's Robert Sheehan who plays Klaus
it also
in
has
Umbrella Academy.
it also has what's his name? Owen Rayon who plays Ramsay Bolton in Game of
Yes,
Thrones.
yeah, he plays Simon in that.
Yeah.
All right.
You should watch it. It's good. So they're juvenile delinquents basically that are tasked with community service. A freak storm happens, and they all get weird ability. They all get superpower basically from the storm, and then
Yeah.
it's them going through their community service, bumping into other people who also picked up abilities from the storm. And
Okay.
it starts off quite good. They kill their social worker, and that's how the whole thing starts basically.
Actually, do you want to know superhero that would be terrifying in real life? Do you guys know about Black Bolt from the Inhumans?
Yes.
No, I don't.
So basically, like his voice is so powerful that if he if he whispers a
He
word,
doesn't talk.
So it's
yeah,
basically like
because
the
if he
Greybeards from
whispers,
Skyrim.
no, as in like he does like it's not even that it's similar, but like even if he whispers, he could literally level an entire city. Like so he chooses to be mute.
His power grows over time. That's the issue. When he was younger, it wasn't as strong. So as he's got older and his power has grown and developed, he's had to reside himself to more and more silence to the point where now he's a fully fledged adult. Isn't he the actual ruler of?
Yeah, he's the king of the
Yeah,
Inhumans.
he is
Like
the
as a
king. Yeah,
baby, they kept him in like a soundproof case because his cries,
yeah.
even his cries as a baby, were like they could kill you if you
Oh.
heard them. Like
But then because he got more and more powerful as he grew up, it just became more and more ridiculous.
Yeah.
like
So yeah, he chose to take the mute life.
there was a comic where like
Lockjaw.
the Inhuman
I love
Lockjaw,
Lockjaw.
the teleporting dog, yeah. But
He's the best.
there was a comic where like basically like the kingdom of the Inhumans were like being like sieged, and Black Bolt stood in front of his entire army with another army facing him. He just said the word stop, and he leveled them, like it destroyed them. Like he's that powerful. Like
Ooh.
he's insanely powerful.
Uh-oh.
I got a Batman comic for Christmas. I'm gonna show it to you on the camera and see if you can guess who it is that's actually portraying Batman in this one.
Who's put? Oh, like out of which Batman? Like which of the cinematic
Actors.
Batmans it
Yeah.
is?
I'm just gonna
Oh.
assume right now Heath Ledger.
Wait, who's portraying Batman, not Joker?
Oh, Batman, not Joker.
Can you guess who that is that's wearing the Batman costume there?
Oh, I know who that is. I know who's in. Oh, who's wearing it? That's Jim
Yeah.
Gordon.
It is.
Ah.
Yeah, I know that series. The mech suit I think is
This
looks so
this
cool.
super heavy series. It is cool, but it's just like I like that they keep Jim with his signature cigarette in his mouth even when he's in the Batman costume. Like,
Actually, speaking of like cinematic Batmans, who is your favorite to play Batman?
ooh,
And
that's a little
then
difficult.
we'll talk about what's his name, Robert Pattinson. Well,
The
he's
new
separate.
Batman.
Christian Bale will always hold a place in my heart
Yeah, I was gonna
to
say
play
Christian
Batman
Bale.
because he did really well, and him and Heath Ledger had really good
Rapport,
like
connection.
yeah, the way that they worked together just worked so well.
I mean, especially because the Dark Knight series was my favorite Batman movies.
Val Kilmer was good. Clooney was alright.
Was it Ben Affleck, the one just before?
Michael Keaton was not too bad, I suppose. Yeah, Ben Affleck
The most
could have been
recent
better.
one. Yeah.
Ben Affleck's
yeah,
my personal favorite. I think he's
I
great.
mean, the one
No,
that they're actually choosing to portray with him there though is actually from one of my favorite comic lines, which is the
Yeah.
Frank Miller comics, which is when
Hmm.
Bruce is a lot older, and him portraying it like that actually worked well. It's the
I
fact that they
will
still threw
definitely
Alfred in
say-
there when he's supposed to be that age. I'm like,
Yeah.
Alfred would have been dead. Alfred wouldn't be alive.
I will admit, I did like Ben Affleck, but not as Batman. I liked him as Bruce Wayne.
The fact that the only thing everybody took from that film was just the Martha. I was like, oh really? Why?
I think
Is that the only thing?
Batman vs Superman as a movie is horrible, but I think the individual aspects of the movie, like, because it's trying to do like 5 different movies at the same time. It's a Batman movie, it's a Superman movie, it's a Wonder Woman movie, it's setting up the Justice League, and then it's also a Lex Luthor movie.
Yeah.
There's so much going on.
I love the arguments that I always get in with people about like, oh yeah, well, you know, like if Batman didn't have the kryptonite, you know, he'd never win against Superman. It's like, well, actually, he has won several times before without it. But the funny thing is, if somebody's got a weakness, you exploit it. You don't just go, oh no, I can't do that. That's too
I want
obvious.
this to be a challenge. I can't possibly.
Yeah. It's like, well, duh. That's why the only bullet Bruce Wayne has is made of kryptonite, because the only time he will ever bring himself to use a gun is if he has to put Superman down.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think like I love, that whole warehouse fight scene in Batman vs
Lex
Superman
Luthor was the MVP of that movie.
Yeah, it was Jesse Eisenberg playing Lex Luthor in that movie.
Yes, it was,
Yes.
and I loved it.
You liked it?
I
Jesse
really enjoyed...
Eisenberg as Lex Luthor.
Yeah, Jesse Eisenberg. In general, he's a great actor in my opinion. But as Lex Luthor,
Do you know
he
what
did
I
it
can't
great.
wait for? The next Venom. I want to see Carnage. Woody Harrelson as Carnage. Cletus Cassidy.
Yes.
Woody Harrelson. But the one thing I think Jesse Eisenberg with that character would have been better if he was the Riddler, in my opinion. He would have been better as the Riddler.
Now,
yes, it really is.
We have talked about two
but-
actors. Oh, continue your point. I'm about to change topics in a second.
So Jesse Eisenberg's Lex Luthor doesn't work because in the comics, Lex Luthor is older than Superman. He's meant to look the same age, but he looks like a teenager. He's a teenage rich boy, which doesn't work. If he was Riddler, and if they had someone like John Hamm or like Bryan Cranston as Lex Luthor, that would have been masterpiece.
No, do you know who I think would have made a good Lex Luthor that they probably didn't even consider? He was used in the Iron Man film to portray the Mandarin, or the fake Mandarin, Ben Kingsley.
Oh, Ben Kingsley would have been, or what's his name? Jeremy? Not Jeremy Irons.
Jeremy Renner.
Oh, Mark Strong.
Mark
Mark Strong.
Mark Strong, yeah.
but he's in Shazam now, so they can't like he's already somebody else. But
Yeah.
anyway, you were
That
saying,
pissed me off.
Yes. So.
That pissed me off. Shazam. He's
Oh
called
Why?
yeah.
Captain Marvel. His name is Captain Marvel.
but like people know him better as Shazam though.
Yeah, but the
Yeah.
Captain Marvel comics existed before Captain Marvel was a comic in the Marvel universe.
The thing is, I was gonna bring up. We've talked about Jesse Eisenberg. We've talked about Woody Harrelson.
Or he's called Marvel,
Zombieland.
not Marvel, rather.
What was your opinion on the Zombieland movies?
I
Oh,
love them.
I loved them. They were great.
The
Second
second
one,
the
they
second
came
Dan
up
brought up
with
Woody Harrelson, I was like
new ways
Zombieland.
to keep it interesting.
Hmm.
Like when Flagpole comes in with the other guy with the monster truck.
Yeah,
I
that's a
will
great.
admit,
I think the I loved a bit. You know when they had what's his
Because
name?
that's Josh Middleditch, isn't it?
Yeah,
I have
He's
to
so
agree with
funny.
Cybus. The first one, in my opinion, is better than the second one.
Oh yeah, the first one will always be the best.
Especially my personal favorite part with Woody Harrelson. He just goes, he just looks at Thingy's character, Jesse Eisenberg's character, and he's just like, "You just shot Bill Murray."
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
when they had Bill Murray, I love that scene.
I love
love
that in the second film they reference that.
Yeah.
Like, because like they're talking with like the hippie group, and it's like, you know, you don't want to get Bill Murrayed. Like, I
Good
like that they
movie.
have the zombie kill of the week and then the zombie kill of the decade and stuff.
Oh
It's
yeah.
like,
Or like, don't swing,
that's
don't
brilliant.
swing in the first one where he's
Yeah, and then
going
they've
to the
got
store.
the different names for them. Like you got the homers, like
Mm.
what were they and then the T2000s, like.
Yeah,
Oh.
no, they were good
Oh.
movies. They're good movies.
Oh yeah,
I
really.
like how the whole arc of the first film was just to get his damn Twinkie.
Oh yeah.
yeah. I think that's the best character motivation I've ever seen.
Raid's
in
a
a movie.
hostess fan, and it's like, there's no Twinkies.
Just snowballs. Honestly, I wish my
Oh.
character had that kind of motivation. I wish Max had as much motivation as he did for that Twinkie.
Oh yeah.
What got me in the second film was the new girl. The bit when she comes back, and it's like, yeah, I just had allergies. It's like, turns out I'm allergic to nuts. Like, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
Oh,
Uh,
I didn't know there was
do you
nuts
guys-
in trail mix.
Do you guys think that you could survive a zombie apocalypse? Is that something that you think
Mhm.
that you like?
Yeah.
1000%.
Oh,
The amount
straight
of
up,
people that
yeah.
live in my town, the amount of people that live in my town that told me that if it ever broke out, they'd come straight to my house because they know how many weapons I own.
You guys seen
Yeah.
the two I own personally, but also I only need both of those, and I live near a military base, so I'm sorted.
I live right next to the coast as well, so I can just raid the closest shops, gain as many supplies as I want, steal a boat. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm trying to find where I put. Oh, there they are. My two.
I'll just steal the lifeboat from the lifeboat shed.
I just
Pop
go,
up
I just
to
go to
sea
my
for a while.
friend, my friend Josh's house. I just take some of his homemade, like the guy who I was telling you makes the axes. He has like a full like round Viking sword. He has like 2 other axes. He has like 3 swords or something like that. Like the man is decked out. Like I would just go straight to his house. I'd be like, give me weapons.
Yeah, that's definitely what I'd like. I'd be like sitting here, like the announcement would come out, or you'd hear the zombies, and then I'd just be here sharpening my blades, like waiting for the first person to knock at my door.
My time, my day has come. I've been waiting forever for
Actually,
this
yeah,
day.
that Cyberspace is a good question. What kind of zombies are they? Because you've got like Walking Dead zombies that are really easy to survive, but World War Z zombies, on the other hand.
World War Z zombies, we are
World
fucked.
War
Oh
Z.
yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't see the World War Z zombies swim.
But like, still, they can like.
I saw them. I saw them
are-
climb on each other, but I didn't see them swim.
They'd find a way. They would find a way.
Oh
to
yeah,
get
they
to that
definitely
point.
would find
They're-
a way.
They're
Like,
already
they're
dead. Do
insane.
they even need to breathe underwater?
No,
We
I mean,
see, like the
But my thing is though, is that if they wanted to walk like through the water to get to a certain place though, for one, are they going to just float? Are they actually going to be able to walk on the water? Because they're decomposing.
like the World War Z
They'd just
zombies,
be they'd just be
they weren't like
stuck. They'd end
normal
up.
zombies though. They were like some like weird mutant yokes. Like they were like
Yeah, they weren't. Yeah, World War Z was. They weren't technically zombies, were they?
No, they were
Yeah, so,
mutated.
It was like an
like-
It was an invasive virus that just altered people's brains.
Like I Am Legend is like the furthest away from zombie you can go. That is like it technically
Yeah.
is a zombie, but like they're basically mutants.
Which
And then you have like
my girlfriend
like,
brought up a good point, Dan. That film is set in 2021, and
Yeah.
it's brought about by a failed vaccine.
Yeah, I.
like
So is the
it's- it-
Division actually.
It's weird though.
What? Who said what?
So is the Division.
Yeah, the
Oh,
Division
yeah.
set after a failed vaccine and the U.S. government breaking down.
Dun dun
Like,
dun. It all
it's-
makes
is it gonna happen?
sense.
Is it gonna happen? Are we screwed? Maybe. Maybe.
Hotel
Um,
Trivago.
Hotel Trivago. But
Not sponsored.
Yeah. Not sponsored now.
No.
This we say too many brand names. Someone just sponsor us already. Like,
Yeah.
just, even though it's episode
This
one,
is
just
only episode
take the
one, and
risk.
we've been.
Take the risk. Take the
Tesco's,
risk.
come on, Tesco's. I know you're out there somewhere.
Just any beer company, lager, just ale, mead. I don't care. If you make alcohol, sponsor me, please.
Yeah,
just
sponsor us.
you. Sponsor just you.
I mean,
Nobody else, just
if
sponsor
anyone,
sponsored, but
if anyone
please.
has any contacts,
Did we want to drop the recording off?
And
Because it's now just gone
continue-
over 2 hours.
yes.
We can continue with some
Yes.
Q&A on the stream.
Yes. So
Yes.
for anybody who's listening to us on Spotify, thank you so much for listening.
It
You know,
has been quite the pleasure to share our pilot with
Yes.
you.
yes.
I,
Thank you for watching.
I hope you'll follow and watch along for the other episodes as well.
Yeah, we'll be same
Come
time
find
next
us
week,
on-
I think.
Come find us on all our social media as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
And,
next week we're gonna have our first guest next week.
Yes.
Yes, we will.
We'll keep that a secret
so-
until they actually appear as well.
Keep your eyes peeled on the social medias. There may be hints dropped throughout the week. And if you're
Yeah.
part of the server, you might be able to figure out who it is.
Maybe.
Yes.
But
Okay.
yeah,
for
thank
the-
you guys so much for listening.
So for the
Yes, thanks for
podcast,
listening. Tune
that
in
is
again.
Done. There we go. And now it's
No.
just the Twitch stream.
So, guys, now you have our full undivided attention because Wizzo's gone.
Wizzo's now
Wizzo
gone.
is gone.
Yes.
So if you guys have any, just now we're just gonna talk. This is not gonna be in.
I'm
the
going to
recording,
reload my Twitch so that I can see.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
hope that doesn't crash
so-
my phone again.
So we
hope
hope
it
you
doesn't.
guys enjoyed our first episode that we just finished recording. So like we're just gonna chill here and chat, and then at some point we'll head off. But until then, do you guys have anything that you guys want us to talk about, or anything that we may have gotten past that we didn't really bring up in the recording?
Oh,
Um,
Bushki, you joined just as we finished the podcast section.
We
Oh.
just finished the recording.
No, Bushki has been active in the chat.
Oh yeah, they
Um,
have. Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you know, we're just here to chill now.
Yeah.
The professional, the performance mode is then to 50% now, and we're just chilling.
Just pop a button.
Oh,
Just undo just slightly.
we're not that kind of stream, Lewis.
We can't get away with
Now
that.
you're just adhering. Now you're just adhering to the sign that your mom made.
Oh,
But
That is- oh,
yeah.
hang on, I am breaking my Discord. My Discord has crashed. Oh no,
Oh,
there we
no.
go. Nope, it's okay.
Oh.
That's
it's
my
okay.
job. Only I'm allowed to have crashy discords.
It is okay. It is. I just need to fix where the cameras
Not
are placed.
yet that kind of stream.
Not that kind of stream.
Not yet.
No, I say our performance mode is just down to 90. It's not quite 50. If we were 50, I wouldn't be as.
My
High
performance is always at 100. What are you talking about?
But I think
I mean, if you
for
guys
the
really
first
want, we'll set
episode-
up an OnlyFans for that kind of podcast.
Don't tempt me.
mean,
I need the money.
Same. Oh.
But yeah, don't say that. Not yet. That kind of stream.
Not yet that kind of stream.
It
I,
might
I
get
would
there.
notice that we had quite a consistent between 20 and 30 people all the way
Yeah.
through.
And we gained quite a lot
Yeah.
of followers throughout that entire thing too, which is pretty
They
good.
like our face, apparently. Faces.
Yeah.
I mean, well, we're doing something right. But yeah.
No, the children.
It's fine. We'll eat the
Children.
children.
I mean, speak for yourself. I'm allergic.
Ah.
Oh my god, somebody got a fucking child near me.
Does somebody bring their? I do not see the giant sign that says I'm allergic to
Oh
children.
my god. You have children? What's wrong with
Ah.
you?
Gross. No, I'm just joking.
It's a germ bag. You're just like pushing it away with your foot.
Man, that's how you get the kid away 5,000 from the community stream.
It's just a stick with a nail on the end of it.
No, it's almost like a rake, but like instead of having
Oh
like
yeah, I
curves,
remember. It is basically no,
Yeah.
it was like a stick with like 5 nails
Yeah.
sticking out of it.
they're not nails because they're just a tiny bit lethal, just a little bit.
Just
Like,
a
it's
little
just
bit.
annoying.
The nails. Nails are a tiny bit lethal.
But yeah,
If you've ever stood on a nail, you would understand.
Or if you stepped on a D4.
oh,
Mm.
I had a thumbtack to the foot before.
I've had a
They
shot of
aren't the
glass
best
to the
be
foot.
available.
A shot of glass in the foot's
You can't
lovely.
lie about your age on the internet. That's illegal.
Exactly.
I think
it
we
is
need to
illegal.
reevaluate what you think the internet is.
A lot of people lie about their age on the internet.
Oh yes.
I'm pretty sure
Like
everybody
me,
does.
for instance, I'm a 14-year-old girl.
I'm actually 46.
I'm just out of the womb.
Dan, you lied to me. You said you were 44.
I'm sorry, Grunkle. I didn't mean to do that to you. Oh, well, yeah. So, chat, how you guys doing? You guys
Would
doing
anyone
good? I hope
mind
you're having a
that?
great
Well,
day.
I can think of several reasons.
Would anyone lie on the internet? We could get a quick just knock on the wall. We could just ask him through the screen, but
I mean, yeah. Next thing you know, he comes in and slaps Grunkle on the face.
it would not surprise me.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Is he gonna?
I'm just have a moment with the
I don't
chat.
think
Here.
it-
Chat, you
I'm
guys
hoping
doing
someone
good?
clips the bit of him throwing me that. Here he comes.
Hey, slap
Point
him,
this out.
slap
Hey.
him,
Didn't
slap
ask you
him,
to come
slap.
through. You knocked on the wall, said absolutely
No,
nothing
I was like,
afterwards.
I could ask him through the screen, but I just knocked on the wall instead.
You made zero, like.
Hello, Lewis's brother.
No.
This is
Hello.
my brother.
We have a
Yeah.
member of the
This is the
chat
one-
making an appearance on the stream.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is the one who threw me the dice.
Yes.
Fantastic job. You did amazing. I missed it. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it.
Yeah.
He's like, I missed it, but I'll have to go back and watch it.
I did clip it.
Oh, he clipped it as well.
Yes.
Oh yes, yes.
Sweet. Thank you, Aid.
I'm gonna watch that clip. I can't believe I missed that. I was so good. I'm so good that I missed that. That's and like if anybody who's like watching the audio, they're gonna miss it too unless they go back and watch the stream or I've watched it.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
I absolutely died after that.
I mean,
Like, that
if
just broke
if you
me.
think about it, the audio listeners won't even get to see what happened unless they go over to the Twitch channel for that one.
Exactly.
or
like,
eventually to YouTube.
Or YouTube, yeah.
Or
Yeah.
that clip could even be one of the first featured things on our TikTok.
Well, we could have a highlight thing on the TikTok. It's just a clip of your brother.
Also, for you guys who are in the chat, tomorrow we're going to be posting the audio on Spotify, and like we said, there's a little bit extra footage. So we recorded just a little bit of
footage.
That gets me every time. That gets me every time. There's a little bit of bonus footage. So we recorded a few minutes before we actually started streaming. You could do it again. You can do it again if you want.
Bonus footage.
Oh, but
I feel like I have to do that now every time it's mentioned because
Yeah.
it's just gonna
everybody
be
says bonus footage.
bonus footage.
But I think yeah, like, let us in the chat if you guys are like still listening and still interacting. Let us know how you guys are doing today. You know, we're just chilling here. We're vibing. We hope you had a good day.
Just vibing
For us,
and
it's
chilling.
10.
Chilling and vibing.
I don't have an echo effect. I have auto tune, but I'd have to set it up, and it takes such a long time.
That's just like you're
You're
echoing.
going.
Really?
Oh, I still have it on. Uh oh. I need to turn it off.
Not okay.
Today is just a vibe. That is very
Yeah,
true.
it's just a vibe.
It is just
I
a vibe.
I had a
It's
I had
been
a
good.
I had a pretty boring day at work because we're just not even really functioning. But I was really looking forward
I
to just
set-
doing this.
I set up this whole area that I'm sitting in. I spent like I was watching the guy's stream on Twitch playing Chirp's campaign, watching and listening, while shifting around my room, doing lots of tidying up, getting ready for this evening.
Yeah, like I was trying to figure out how I'm gonna set up, but I was like, whatever. I have everything on a chair. Everything is just attached. So if I just do this,
Well,
you
it's
guys
like
can
mine.
see
Like,
that it just
everybody in the
moves.
stream will have noticed that my camera keeps moving around. That's because I've got my whole laptop and everything set up on a floating table. So every time I nudge it, it just wobbles around like crazy. I could push it forwards and it just go front and back like that. Zoom in and out.
It just seems like
Like this is
your laptop is just sitting on top of a bobblehead.
Yeah.
basically.
This is what the bobblehead sees when its owner is just looking at it.
Bobblehead POV.
But yeah, like I literally just have all my like set up on a single chair. I have like a ring light that I have just literally behind a chair because there's nowhere else for me to put this mic arm that Josh got for me. Yeah, so I have my whole setup. I'm literally just sitting on my bed. You know, we're super professional. We're super professional here on the High Charisma Low Intelligence podcast.
Well, I mean,
super high.
those two have their setups like that, and then there's me sat here with my actual proper setup.
With your multiple monitors and
One of the
oh,
1,
look
2,
at
and
you.
3, keyboard, mouse, actual desk, my bookshelf behind me.
I just had a thought. A good question, I think, for the audience that's still here would be: is there any topics they'd like to see us cover next week?
All 20 of
Oh
them.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah, like send us some topics to bring up for next week, and we'll take them down and we'll
You
discuss
know where
them.
to find us. You can DM any one of the three of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just give us some ideas.
Or you could
and
DM
then,
the social pages directly, and that
yeah,
all three of
you
us will
could
see them.
drop
You
a
know-
comment on our Instagram.
As the paladin of podcasts, you know, my DMs are always open. I'm chill. I don't bite usually.
You have an in-person
I have a
privilege.
special in-person privilege.
You can also punch
Yeah,
him if he's being dumb. We can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he knows that comes with a retaliation punch. Hellish rebuke.
Hellish rebuke. That whole entire like race ability is so good. I love Hellish rebuke.
Oh yeah,
It's one of my favorite features of Tieflings.
it's a good thing to have.
Like you hit me, well, guess what? You're getting pain as well.
He hit you back.
And then I fired, and I missed, and I fired, and I missed, and then I fired, and I
fired,
missed.
and I missed,
And I
and I
fired, and I
fired
missed.
again, and I missed. This went on for several hours, and then I fired, and I missed again, and then
Ooh,
I fired, and I missed, and then I was sad. I was out of
Josh,
ammo, out of popsicle.
that question that Tyvus put in, take that down.
I will.
If you're
I'll
gonna
note
do a
that down.
D&D campaign or a D&D
What would
camp
you-
campaign, what would you do?
If you were going to do a D&D camp, what would you do?
I'm assuming that's the
Star Wars.
campaign.
No, but
this
you have
is
to make up
for-
a brand
yeah.
new one. You know, if you were DMing a brand new campaign.
Oh, okay. It'd be One Piece.
Well, this is for next episode.
But no, that's a little spoiler. He has to fully flesh this out now and how he's
True.
gonna.
That
Do
wouldn't
this.
work. One Piece, I don't think One Piece would work.
I have an
Yeah, because-
idea of a campaign I want to do. Well, if I were to do one.
I have so many different ideas, but I can't really say them because I would then most likely end up bringing them into my actual campaign. So I have to come up with the one that I'm not going to use for anybody. Because like
Brilliant.
I already have a campaign where with my group right now, and then we have another idea where they just play themselves, and then they have another one where we're only using material from Tasha's. So we have a campaign that we're doing, and then 2 future ones planned out.
Alright, your brother's just told us that yours can be done.
One Piece can be done.
Yeah, but like no, but the action of a devil fruit, like how would you replicate that in D&D? That just wouldn't work properly. Not
That's
without
for
some super
something.
homebrew.
That's something for you to go and for you to just.
I'm not making that. That's not my campaign idea. I'm gonna make something really basic and really boring.
Oh, so am
I
I.
would actually. I'd actually love to
I'm gonna
see.
make The Office USA as a D&D
Oh
campaign.
my god, yes. I would play that
I would
campaign.
love to see you DM. I feel like you'd be a fucking deadly DM.
I think everybody should be scared of me as a potential DM because there's already the potential of me being the BBEG for someone. So
I've been well,
Oh,
Dan was gonna use one of my characters as the build up for the BBEG for his campaign,
yeah.
which was my was it tiefling or was it a human?
Oh, shh.
Oh wait,
My
they don't
players
know.
might be in the
Ah, yeah,
chat
you're
right now.
right.
dun dun
Well,
dun.
I almost gave away the race, but
So a Grunkle one shot will happen. Grunkle one shot.
So
alright.
a Grunkle one shot will happen.
I mean, if he plans one, I'll
Maybe
play it.
I need to sit down and write some things up. I've been thinking about it for a little while.
Honestly, I would happily like have an episode of this just be a Grunkle one shot. Like we don't even have to record it for like to put on Spotify. Like we could just an episode.
Live
We'll
stream.
grab like we'll just grab like if you need more players, we'll just grab a couple people from the community. I could even bring one of my players from my games
Well, if it's
up,
Grunkle,
and we
me,
can just have them
you,
on.
Mark's already said she'll join in.
Yeah, look at that straight away. My girlfriend's like, "I'll play it."
But like or maybe we might just do like the stream before. We'll just pick a viewer at random, and they can come play with us.
Bonus episode, like an episode 2.5 or something.
Yeah, we'll just do like a 2.5 Grunkle
My
one
brother's
shot.
trying to weasel his way in as a marketing expert.
I
And
mean,
it's worked because the clerics just agreed to him.
yeah, but that's not the
I would,
cleric of
I would love
cleric
that.
of marketing. Remember?
I know, Josh.
I
It's
know.
fine.
I mean,
know that
if
you're
he
more
wants to
important.
impress me, if he wants to impress
Didn't
me,
you have the cleric of everything?
if he wants to impress me, he can come in and do a sales pitch right now.
Boom! I'm in.
I'm in.
Just
But
walk
like, yeah,
into a room, do a
even if we
sales
just pick
pitch.
if there's a viewer or somebody watches the streams who really wants to be a part of it, we might pick one at random from the stream beforehand.
We can make it a not a giveaway, but like a raffle they can enter, and then we pick a name at random.
We
Yeah.
can even do the name pick live on stream. I'll have like a
Yeah.
bowl just full of everyone's names.
Yeah. But like, yeah, I mean, like it'll be me, Josh, and then one person we pick at random, and then someone else.
Yeah.
I mean, like I would love to get one of the players from my campaign involved in it. Maybe just the other Josh, because he's super into, like he's really into it. I
Josh
really
and
got him into it, so
Josh.
I think it'll be well, you're for me on my on my phone. You're Joshua, and he's Josh.
Ah, see,
What's Grunkle gonna say?
he's reading his brother's message.
Yeah.
Or he just wants to help plan it. He
Yeah,
can
you
be a
just want to help me
co-DM.
plan it.
That's how the solar
That's
system
fine.
gets a.
I can accept that.
It's how the solar system
Ain't
makes a
nobody stealing my
party. They
thunder.
plan it.
Would you use Roll20? Do you know how to use Roll20? No.
It's okay.
Considering I've used it all of about 3 times.
I've used Roll20 once, and that was earlier today. And
maybe get Cyrus or something to help you, or Chirp.
the best thing about it was, before that, I had never played with a world map or a battle map, and today I played with a battle map.
See, when I
Bottom-
eventually get a computer set up, I can use my phone on a separate Discord account. And I'll just have that account named as like Dice Cam, so I can have like a box where my phone is just pointed at, so I can just roll real dice into it rather than using the digital ones.
Oh, I think it's always better rolling in real life dice,
Oh,
but
no,
then like when
Cybus,
you're on
no.
call, it's always hard to.
That's the thing. That's where I was like, if I had a dice cam, that would make everything so much easier.
Cyrus said
Yeah.
PowerPoint method, and there's a video. I'm sure she sent it to you guys as well on TikTok of someone making basically a Roll20 battle map with tokens and everything, but in PowerPoint as slides.
That's smart.
That's actually pretty smart.
Isn't that what you've been doing at Cybus? Is that what you've been doing? Is that how you're running yours? Are you doing yours through PowerPoint rather than Roll20? Is this your idea?
Is your zoologist, your failed zoologist campaign going to be PowerPoint method that myself
Is
and
it going
Josh
to
are
be
playing
PowerPoint
with?
or is it going to be Roll20? Now I'm interested.
Now I'm intrigued because if it's PowerPoint,
Yeah,
I've
the
never witnessed that
storyboard
before,
is
so it could be
yeah.
interesting.
She put a storyboard in PowerPoint.
No, that's the storyboard. Okay.
Oh, yeah, she
That
did.
would
She
have been
did
really
send us a
cool.
Yeah, I've watched that. So for that campaign, we have me who's playing again, another ranger.
Shock horror.
Fang.
Is this
Fang
Is this where
Malgoran.
Fang Laura?
Yeah.
Yeah, Fang and Allura from this campaign.
And you're
Um,
looking at your BBEG.
Ah.
Oh, damn. Is it a big crocodile?
Who knows?
Cyrus, would it be
Who
possible
knows?
for me to charm the
I'm gonna-
BBEG?
I'm gonna voice like 6 different characters, so you don't know which one's actually the BBEG.
Oh, to see you in the call.
Why
just
not?
popping in whenever we need a character.
There's nothing wrong with charming the BBEG, especially when it's Grunkle.
I mean, if anybody's gonna do it, it's gonna be Fang. He's the barbarian.
He's the barbarian.
Yeah.
If Fang is gonna just seduce anybody, really. Like that's.
Super
Although his
seducer.
eyes kind of sit on somebody already, you know.
Just see
I
Fang
will
walking up
never
to the
let-
BBEG. He's like,
Oh, the croc.
"Let me clean a seat for you."
Or it's just like, hey, are you BB? Does BBG stand for beautiful, bodacious? He just has a brain fart. He just
Beautiful, bodacious, elegant,
elegant guy.
girl.
I meant the croc. Oh, what croc? Who's
Whether
the croc?
where it'd be a croc or not.
So you know what's
Ah.
occurring in the world? No, I mean the
Oh,
croc.
because I said it's a big bad evil guy, a crocodile, and she was like, no. She didn't say no to seducing
No.
the big bad evil guy though.
Exactly.
So
We can do it. We
it's on
can
the
do it.
table. I'm allowed. I'm allowed. She said so. She hasn't said no yet, and I beat her to it, so I'm allowed to do it.
Brilliant.
We've almost been
But yeah,
going
I'm actually
2.5
like,
hours.
yeah.
Nearly.
I mean,
very.
I'm having a great time.
Oh, yeah,
2:23.
same.
We still have like 20 people watching, so like we might as well keep going
Keep going
until
until 3
you know,
hours. Yeah.
well, because we're scheduled till 11, so we might as well. If people are having fun, if you
Yeah.
guys want us to keep going, we'll keep going.
Rule of cool is how I play,
You
so
know?
bring it up. Alright.
I mean, as long
might
as I
have
get to
to-
role play seducing Grunko, I'm happy.
Poor
Might just
Mark.
take
I
2
mean, I'm
seconds
also
to
looking
run
forward
outside
to,
and have a very
playing-
quick cigarette. If you guys are okay with
Yeah,
entertaining the
that
masses,
is fine. Run.
I will leave my
I'm
camera on
perfectly
just so
okay
you
with
can
that.
watch. You can just stare at my posters.
Oh, Joker and Batman.
Yeah, of course. And then I'll just be gone for probably not even 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Mark
Josh
just
will
goes,
entertain.
I'm a fight.
Just
I'm a fight.
entertainment,
Look-
you say?
Not that
Oh,
kind of
dear.
entertainment.
Not that kind.
I would, but Twitch says no because Twitch rules.
Exactly. But what if I have tape on?
Oh, I wasn't talking about nudity. I was talking about playing the sound clip I was going to play.
Oh, copyright, yeah.
Yeah.
How about now?
How about now?
It's fine if we do it with voice impressions, because you can't copyright that
True.
You can't.
unless I copyright my voice.
Oh.
Oh.
How expensive would that
Do
be,
it.
copywriting a voice?
Oh, that'd be pretty cheap for
All
Grunkle.
right. The poison for Goose Go. Goose Go's
It's
poison. The
poison.
poison specifically designed for Goose Go.
Oh.
But yeah, no, I'm looking forward for Cyrus's campaign. Also, I can't wait till we actually get to play in Lucas one. Like, I'm really looking forward to that.
Well, remember,
That'll
7
be-
days from now, the first challenge revealed.
Why does it have to be 7 days? 7 days.
Now, with the way time has been passing for us all recently, honestly, that's
It'll
not
be no
that
time.
far away. I probably won't remember half the days
Yeah.
because if someone in chat decides to make me do the same thing I did last night again at any point, where is
You're
it?
not doing it again, Josh. You're not doing it again. Don't even put that into your head. It's not happening again.
I
I've-
won't because that Bailey's was vile.
You had Bailey's. I mean, that's fair enough. I don't know why he said it like that. I don't hate Bailey's.
But yes, 7 days until the first challenge gets fully announced, and possibly who will actually be playing in those challenges will be announced as well. I'm not sure.
Is it going to be the first 4 people or just the first party?
Well, we don't know.
You yourself don't know. Well, I mean, like, sure, we'll
Luca's
see in
told
7 days, I
us.
guess.
Yeah, Luca's told us some things, but he's not told us exactly what he's planning to do with it. So we're about as in the
Well-
dark as you guys are.
Because you guys yourselves are players.
Yes, and if I knew, I could tell you because you're in my party, and that would give you an advantage as well, and it's not fair that way.
Exactly. That's not fair.
However, in our party, we have me, Matt, Paddy, Ava, yourself. And honestly,
Great team, no bias.
oh yeah, there's no bias there. We are the best team in the entire
In
thing.
order for the order.
I mean,
Best team.
the best team, the Order of the Dawn. But the other best, there is no other best team. Only us.
Yeah.
Only
Only
us. Only us.
Only the dawn.
There we go. Just
Yeah,
get that on the
just-
other side of Dan.
Yeah, just subtle, very subtle. Just has gone.
Sequels for well, Cyfish, you're secretly rooting for your team to die,
Why?
so she
Why do
become
you
the
want your
cleric
team
of
to
Law
die?
Masters. So she gets to world build
Oh.
instead, and Cyfish's world building, from what we've seen so far,
Incredible.
I'm more
Very,
scared
very-
than anything.
Kind of replaced you in your team. Yeah, up you can replace Cyrus in her team
Yeah.
if they die. Oh no, she wanted just Cyrus to die, not her whole team.
Oh yeah, I guess since. Oh wait, wrong way. Him right there, who doesn't want to die. He wants to actually play.
Yeah, because they have Drunkle, Grunkle,
Bloody
Buddy.
and Cyrus and Chirp.
Oh yeah, that's a good team.
It's a shame they didn't get you in there. Otherwise, it would have been the 4 uncles.
Oh yeah, but had to stick with my other Irish fella. You know. Also,
Right.
you contacted me first. You were like, be on my team, and I was like, hell yeah.
I was about to say, oh, you mean me? Then I was like, oh, wait, no, you mean Matt.
Yeah. Matt. Oh, he's
He's
back.
back. Way, welcome back.
Welcome back.
returns. I'm gonna be watching back the video just to make sure, see what you guys said about me.
Oh, don't. We definitely weren't saying anything about you, right,
Oh
chat?
no,
We didn't say
we didn't
anything.
say anything.
We
We
didn't
didn't say
say
we didn't say
anything.
he was a massive fucking. I don't have my buttons on.
Simp.
My buttons aren't on.
Oh no.
Yeah, he turned his hotkeys off.
Where is it? Where's
Yeah,
one I
yeah,
wanted to
you
play?
did.
Where is it?
Oh, he's looking for the beep. He's gonna
Yeah,
bleep himself out.
I can't remember where to find it. But yes, I was gonna bleep myself.
We were just saying that the Order of the Dawn is the best party.
Yeah,
it's the C-cars
without
for the
any
win.
without any
C-car!
bias. There we go.
There we
found
go.
it.
But the yeah, I was just saying that like Josh was saying how in 7 days we're going to be learning about the first challenge.
Yes. Because Lucas said on his
Very exciting.
birthday, for those that are still watching, that he's announcing the first challenge.
Yeah.
So to all 20
Like-
of you, sorry, 16 of you that are currently watching, you get to know what the first challenge is at some point. And Xander's stuck his eyes in. Hello, Xander.
Hello, Xander.
Hello there.
Hello there.
We as clerics can't say too much because we don't know too much. I'm just
Well, like
very excited
it makes
for it.
sense. Also, because yesterday we got to see Luca actually DM for the first time. Which
Oh
was
yes, that was very fun.
Yeah.
really cool. You know, it gave us something to like look forward to, and like kind of gave us like a sneak peek as to like his style of DMing. Also, his
Yeah.
maps and his tokens, which I think Silas talked about in the intermission yesterday, were just so cool. And the fact that each of us are going to get our own one, like we're all going to get our own Luca token,
Even
which is so cool.
that's not just the top 20. That's all 125 players that are for the
Every
big game.
single person will get one.
Bear in mind, it takes him like probably an hour, maybe two, to draw each token, and he's drawing
if I go
125 of them.
If I go into the stream announcements on the Dungeon for All server,
Yeah.
the thumbnail for the podcast is me holding my headphones and necking my beer.
Is it actually?
Oh, I need to look at
Is it
this.
actually? Hold on.
Oh no.
What a
What are
thumbnail,
the
honestly.
odds?
Oh,
That
that's
is
Rizzo had to
amazing.
do me like that.
Of
Josh just sat there
course.
like this. Dan's just
That's-
talking into the
that's
mic, and then
normal.
there's just me.
Alright, that's where I'm picking up my
Wow.
fingers because I have not blists, calluses on my fingers.
Calithith.
Calluses. But yeah,
But,
so of course Grunkle was necking
think-
his beer.
Yeah.
just had to be, didn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, I love the style of it as well. Just like the top down, so you won't even see the characters' faces. Doesn't even matter. It's just for me, you just see horns and white hair. For Regal, it's just a hood.
Yeah. No, I don't want to go for the stereotypical like edgy
and the
hoodie
flare of like
figure.
Grask's clothes.
Oh, what's Grask wear? Like what? Oh no, yeah, I seen it. I looked in the character creations.
Yeah, he's quite flamboyant.
Yeah, very flamboyant. Grask.
Like Dan got my
Grask.
profile picture very close to what Regal
it's
would
not
look
wrong
like,
to do
except it's not a
that a
dark
lot,
elf.
Grunkle. It's not wrong you do that a lot, Grunkle. Yeah, to
Yeah,
be
you
fair.
do.
I don't know what they're talking about. I don't do anything a lot.
Uh-huh.
Stop calling me out.
Stop it.
Stop it. Get some help.
Stop. Get some
Get
help.
some help. uh, but yeah. Point proven. You just proved you. She proved her. Proved her right.
Never.
Oh no.
What do you want about? I can make my own one with my own voice.
Oh come on, Daniel. You can do it much better.
Yes, you can.
Like, come on, Daniel. You can do it.
Ah,
Echo.
I mean, I'd have to.
size smaller, or I could.
Wait, see, I don't.
Sexy Dan. Sexy Dan.
But no, because I haven't bought the full like voice mod, so I only have like
Can also make
the.
my pitch higher.
He's only
I
got the
have the basic
basics.
one. I have auto tune. I have elf. I have the deep voice. I don't have any more.
Deep voice.
Well, my personal
Yeah,
favorite, the vocoded voice.
I love the vocoder.
That's so good.
Josh, that's where you go, my voice is so fucking natural.
Natural. It's naturally good. Naturally good.
Naturally good.
Naturally good.
Naturally good.
Oh. It is definitely worth the money
Jesus.
you paid for it.
Yeah, it totally is.
Next time I'll have my auto tune set up so I can serenade you guys and sound really nice.
Oh no.
Oh no, Grunko, what's wrong with your eye?
God, it's worse than mine.
I can see you guys so much better now.
We're super zoomed in.
Yo, oh.
Does some
Okay.
big ass teeth.
Looks like he wants to give everyone in chat a kiss.
Everyone.
Every single one. Apart from Mark.
That's a lie. Don't listen to him.
Jesus, you could just
She'll beat you.
Jesus.
Josh, you know she'll kick your ass for that.
Oh, I know. I'm counting on it.
the sheer panic of like, oh no,
Oh no. Oh no.
oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no.
Oh no, no, no.
I'd like to
no.
apologize if Emily's still in chat.
Oh no.
Oh no, oh no.
Crankle. The way you just instantly responded by saying the exact words.
Oh,
She's going.
because that's the only thing you can respond with.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's still in. She's still in. She's still watching. We're sorry.
No.
I'm
sorry.
so sorry.
We're sorry.
Oh, I apologize.
Oh damn.
Oh.
Shit.
Oh, whoops.
When you accidentally set off somebody's ticks.
Oh dear.
How I mean, I'm sure she's not mad. I hope. Please don't be.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that's what she said.
Call me out, why don't you? I'm gonna call you out. Oh, and that's way far back. Hang on. Why is the channel updated?
Yes. Yes, Cybers, that's brilliant.
What? What'd she say?
She sent me something. I love it. It's another possible BBEG.
Oh no.
Odd. You have insider knowledge.
Yeah.
I do.
Jealous.
Hey Dan, we've just been asked in our little group chat about the one shot we're gonna do with our people.
Yes. Yes, 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 yes.
That's awesome. I love that. That's such a good idea.
Also, is it bad I kind of want to raid the Bread and Water channel once they're finished with the their meeting, which I know they're not.
Which one?
The Bread and Water Putties Paladin section.
Oh, I can't see that.
Oh right, you can't.
Damn
Oh
it.
wait, both you can't.
Yeah,
Nope.
we can't even rate that.
We're just
Oh, well.
paladins, Josh. Just lowly
Yes.
paladins.
Yeah, we're not as powerful as you.
I'm not that powerful.
There's nothing lonely about being a paladin. I can't say that I'm not powerful with what I've been given.
You have, yeah,
Yeah,
you have a lot of power.
I
I'm not-
have the
I've
power.
got control.
I'm not that
I'm still
powerful. I
waiting
have
on.
the power to
I'm still waiting
embarrass
on that profile
myself.
picture.
What profile picture?
Set up social media for Dungeon for All on Facebook and Twitter.
I
Oh
need
yeah,
to
you're taking
get
photos
Luca
of it, aren't
to
you?
send me a copy of that
He's a
image.
social media man. I
Who
did ask Luca,
who
and he
said?
was like, "Yeah,
Who said?
we're sorting
Who
some
keeps
stuff out."
saying egg? Someone's typed egg twice.
Egg. Egg.
Pretty business lady. Egg. Wow. Anyway.
Egg.
Yeah, they just keep
Egg.
saying egg. I mean, I don't get it. Egg? Question mark?
Egg is good.
Egg is good.
I don't like eggs.
There's something wrong with you. You can eggs. Just I like
It's
saying
mostly
egg.
the texture that I don't like about them. The taste's fine, it's just the texture.
That's fair enough. But yeah. I mean, if you guys are good to head off, then we can head off. Because unless anybody has anything they want to talk about.
Anyone got any last minute things they want to tell us before we disappear into the darkness?
Omelette, okay. From Grunkle.
Omelette,
Okay.
you want to talk about eggs?
I
Well,
want to talk about eggs.
you can talk about
Oh,
eggs
well.
next
Hard boiled,
time.
soft boiled, scrambled,
Scrambled,
Yeah.
boiled,
omelette, fried, over easy, semi
French
fried up,
toast, uh,
Four Nights at
runny,
Windsor,
Benedict,
chickens.
cake,
We're just saying random things.
century
Bacon.
eggs,
Nestle, Easter eggs, Easter bunny, Easter,
Kinder
holiday,
eggs,
Christmas.
ostrich eggs,
dinosaur eggs,
I once ate an eggshell. Why?
grunkle eggs,
Grunkle Brew.
Grunkle Brew,
Alcohol.
yeah.
This is not an alcoholic shot, this is just a shot of Lucasade.
Pissed.
This is not alcoholic. It's a Lucasade shot.
Not a beer.
Damn
Grunkle
right.
Brew.
Emu eggs, poached quiche. Now we've turned into an egg podcast. Congratulations, you've got what you wanted.
Eggs.
This is-
If we're talking about eggs, can I just say, how to basic?
Yeah, yes. How to basic. Disappear into the void talking about eggs. Ah, I mean,
Yeah.
who would have known? Episode 1 would have evolved into eggs.
Well, thankfully that's not on the audio for that bit, but you know.
Yeah, that's only you guys. Only you guys will ever know about that.
I like how we do a bonus feature at the beginning for people that are listening, and then we do a bonus feature at the end for people who are watching the stream.
Oh, yeah, I mean
Yeah,
that's
so
technically what this
either
is,
way.
yeah.
I have succeeded. Egg cast. Bonus egg.
Eggs.
Bonus egg.
It's like, do you guys ever watch Cool Run-Ins?
Yeah.
Mm.
Saka, are you okay? I think I broke me lucky egg.
I think we broke boneless. Oh, let me get that pizza. Boneless.
Boneless.
Let me get some of them boneless chickens.
Oh, it was
the
an
fuck
Easter
up.
egg. Oh, the egg cast is an Easter egg.
Oh
The
my
egg
god.
cast is an Easter
yes.
egg.
Let me get the eggs boneless.
How'd you get a boneless egg?
What you mean? The pizza ain't got bones in it. Yeah, but I want it boneless. Listen here, chief. Egg with no chicken.
No chicken.
Chicken with no egg though.
That's easy. You get fish eggs, you get emu eggs, you get human eggs.
You just get any other egg bar chicken eggs, pretty much.
Chicken with no egg. Eggless egg.
Eggless egg.
Eggless egg. What has this turned into? Oh my
Eggless
God.
egg.
Isn't
Egg.
an eggless egg a Haribo egg?
Someone was like, human eggs?
Possum
Possum
chicken
chicken
eggs.
eggs.
Yes, Aiden. Love me some possum chicken.
Love me some possum eggs.
I
Oh,
bet you
okay.
that limu tastes like possum chicken.
Well,
God.
on that note,
Deviled eggs. Why didn't we say that?
oh,
Scotch eggs.
oh, so many eggs. It's all the eggs.
All the eggs.
Well, thank you so much, guys, for
Yes.
Yeah.
tuning
What the
in.
hell is what the hell is a human egg? Oh wait.
You see, when a mother and a father love each other very much.
No, not that guy.
No, human eggs
no.
exist before that, Josh.
Yeah, true.
Oh,
Anyway,
this has been one hell of a journey, and we appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in and listening and just interacting with all of us. I had a great time.
I've had a marvelous time.
Oh, same here. It's been great.
So hopefully we'll see you guys here same time next week. The audio should be posted on Spotify tomorrow. And then hopefully YouTube will be up at the same time. So thank
Keep
you
your
guys
eyes
so
peeled
much.
on those socials for the hints on who our special guest will be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you guys so much for listening and or watching.
And
See you.
we'll catch you with the egg-related jokes at the end of the next one.
Yes.
We will.
Oh.